started. We're good to go. So
we're good to go.
Good to go.
We're just gonna fucking wing it. We're doing it live.
Not really live, but we're good to go.
We're good to go. We're live.
Live with Jeff.
Are we live?
I'm fucking.
Are we live?
I pressed the record.
We are
button,
live.
man.
So we're live.
I'm woke.
Live did.
We're woke.
We're woke.
We're woke as fuck.
Woke as fuck.
No.
There was a driver.
You can't say as fuck. You have to say woke AF.
No.
Because when you start making acronyms of all your words, you're woke AF.
No.
I feel
What do you mean no?
Not original. No.
How is it not original? I'm speaking in acronyms. I don't have time. Did he say the
No,
full
he just
word?
acronymed your ass.
He
Don't
did.
you see?
No.
He just
Not original. No.
Ah. Damn, Ling Ling's cooler than me. Fuck.
Well,
He's
he
woke.
can-
He's
he can
so
play.
woke.
He can
He's
play
so
really well.
woke. He's so woke. Damn.
Back up.
I'm
No,
sorry.
I'm so walk.
You're so woke.
Walk.
Woke.
Walk.
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 He's
He's a Chinese.
He's a Texas Walker Ranger.
What? The Walker, Texas
The
Ranger.
Walker Ranger. I think there was one year at a con that I went to. There was a food stand there that says Texas Walker, or it was like it's like a food truck, or so it's like Texas Walker Ranger, like a walk. That's kind of cool.
It's better than like an old man walker. It's like
Texas Walker. It's literally an old man with like suspenders holding up his pants. He's just walking on his like Texas Walker. He's got like a drumstick in one hand and like a Coke in the other.
Technically, aren't we all Texas walkers? Like every time we move, we're Texas walkers. When you walk.
I thought we were Canadian, eh?
Thanks for ruining our moment.
You're such a hoser.
Hoser.
You freaking hoser.
Go back to townie.
Maple syrup loving snow Mexican over here.
Oh shit, dude.
It's a snow nigga.
I watched Gerald's Game.
Oh, how was it?
Next Netflix.
Netflix.
That's what Cheryl used to call it. She used to call it Netflix. Yeah, I got that Netflix. Like, yeah, me too. Yeah, they got some good stuff. Anyways, Gerald's Game was good, but I hated the ending. The ending was just like, meh, really.
Oh, by the way, welcome to Nights of Hyperion.
And so it was just like there was a part where everybody like was so like cringy and just disgusted about that they had to look away. Like it was the main thing is like everybody looked away at this part. And
What is it, a movie or a show?
yeah, it's a movie. Okay. It's based off a Stephen King book.
So was it good? Like I've been putting it off. I've been putting it off because it didn't like for some reason the title didn't look.
Where she's strapped to the bed and she's handcuffed to the bed and like.
And then Gerard
Oh,
Butler's
yeah,
like,
Dies, right?
no.
Yeah.
And then Gerard Butler's all over her.
What?
Exactly.
I think that should be.
Why is Gerard Butler all over her?
It's Gerald. Playing off words. Go.
Gerald? It's not Gerard.
Gerald Butler.
Gerald.
Gerald.
It's like
It's not Gerald
it's
Butler.
like my name is Gerald. My name is Gerald
So-
Jones Thompson the Third
Like,
Smith.
I don't think he would have been. I don't think he could have been famous if his name was Gerald Butler. It's Gerard Butler. Like,
No.
do you think you would
If
you
his
watch
name was
some?
Jeffrey, he'd be screwed.
I think it's
Yeah.
Gerard. But
Yeah,
it's not
but
Gerald.
Yeah, like the way he was saying was Gerald. Like,
I was playing with it.
would you watch some dude named Gerald Butler?
Yeah.
Well, what about Gerald?
The whole
Hey
point-
Arnold?
Huh?
The whole point
Gerald
was
from
that he
Halo.
was playing with it.
But that's just
He was playing with it.
Just like my wiener, I was playing with it.
Okay.
So what happened at the end?
It was a fucking happy ending.
What?
Happy ending.
Like
Yeah.
a rubber
Wait.
Nah, not
What
like
kinda-
Rub and Tug happy ending, but like.
Did
it
you get
was, like,
untied?
it was a happy ending.
That's a yes.
It's just a happy ending. I was like, I didn't like it, man. It was just like,
How'd she get untied?
you want me to give the spoilers? Y'all care about spoilers? Like, I'm gonna spoil the fuck out of it.
Did they wrap it up?
All right, so here's the movie. Husband and wife having trouble in their marriage. They want to spice things up, so they go on a weekend holiday way.
Oh, that's
they take holiday for the weekend. You know, husband's like he brings his cuffs, wants to spice it up in the bedroom. So
For you Americans, that's a vacation.
Kinky.
By the way.
For you Canadians, shut the fuck up.
If it's not
Hey.
maple with maple syrup, it's
He's
not
sorry.
vacation.
Sorry.
He's sorry, all right.
Sorry, eh?
He's sorry, all right. You don't have to be an arsehole about it. So she gets handcuffed and he's all like kissing her and shit. He's saying some really weird shit, like
like speaking
calling
in
himself
tongues.
daddy and shit like that. And then so he was like started like holding up against her throat, like kind of like rape simulation, and she freaks out and like tells him to stop and kicks him off and tries to beg him to untie him, and he's like, no, I just like, oh, well, like what's going on, like all this other, like they go back and forth about how he hasn't touched her in a very long time and how like they haven't been paying attention to each other. And
Important question. What was the safe word?
they
I
didn't
was
say.
thinking
They
the
didn't say.
same thing.
There was no safe word.
So the safe word was
Oh,
don't
pickle
stop.
juice is really what I prefer.
I prefer
But
don't stop.
Oh,
Whiskey.
it doesn't work as well as you might think for a
Whiskey.
safe word.
Tallahassee.
Whiskey. So after they're like arguing, they're arguing back and forth. He has a heart attack and like drops dead on the bed, and just like he's on top of her like dead. So she has to like push him off with her legs, and he falls over to the floor. And at the beginning of the movie, there's a foreshadow where they walk in through the front door. Hey, I remember the word. They walk in through the front door, and he leaves the main front door open. And then he leaves the actual front door open, and there's a dog, like a rabid dog, just like a wild dog out there eating roadkill and shit. And she feeds the dog like a really expensive like ribeye. That was like a $200 a fucking steak.
Stank?
Steak.
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 I believe you're talking about Kobe, if that's not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So,
Brian?
So
Yeah,
it's
it's probably Kobe.
$200 Kobe,
Yeah.
a piece, and
Kobe Bryant.
so
Let's not talk about rape, but that it just did come up.
yeah, so anyway, so the dog obviously ate it. So
What did
after a while, the dog, like the guy's there sitting there dead, and the dog comes into the house, and he's just like, he was looking around, and the dude already bled out from his head, a big ass puddle of blood around him. The dog just like sniffs it around and starts licking the blood, starts shrinking the blood, and she's yelling at the dog, and the dog doesn't really give a fuck, and starts like gnawing at the guy's arm and just tugging away and rips a chunk out of his arm.
Wait, how did a guy end up dead? I completely
He had a
missed
heart
that.
attack.
He had a heart
Are
attack.
you not?
I'm staring at you.
Where
What?
are
Like,
you?
What if the dog is the
Scared
main
at you.
I'm
character?
fucking like you have headphones, and I'm telling you what the movie is.
I was focused on the dog, and
What if the dog was the main character? When she like eats his arm and consumes his soul, and then he becomes
He
Gerald.
becomes a dog. He becomes Kevin Spacey in 9 Lives.
I was so focused on what
Like
the dog
the
was
K-Pax.
doing in the dog's life that I didn't even hear you say that like some dude had a heart attack.
That was like way before it.
Dude, I said the heart attack before I started talking about the dog.
Here's
I
something
didn't
You
hear
went
the
to the
heart
foreshadowing.
That's what made the joke about
That's
the safe word, because the woman was tied up and she had
He had a heart attack. They didn't
Yeah.
have
And
the
then I made a joke about the safe word.
and then he died because
God,
they
come
didn't
on,
have
man.
a safe word. This is why we should promote safe words.
Safe
Right.
words.
And how to correct-
So safe word for
They
the
prevent
day.
heart attacks.
What's the safe word for the day?
Barracuda.
I like it.
All right.
Ooh,
I gotta-
Barracuda.
Barracuda Jones. I like that.
Barracuda.
Stylish.
Wait, no, would you have to add Jones?
I think it sounds better. Just
Barracuda Jones.
That's a lot to say if you got like a mouthful.
We also need to educate on how to properly pronounce said safe word. You ever seen? I forgot where it's from, but there's some skit where they're trying to say a safe word. They're like, you said it wrong. He's like, I remember it was this. He keeps hitting them. He's like, I don't remember it anymore.
Oh, that's from that one movie where they go to England.
going to England.
They like Bobby, like what? Bobby doesn't know. Bobby doesn't know. That song.
Oh, not
where-
another teen movie.
No.
No, that was Euro Trip.
That's,
Oh, Euro
that's
Trip.
where it's
Yeah.
from.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I remember that one
Because
scene.
she has that
Scotty
like.
doesn't know.
It's Scotty
Oh,
doesn't
Scotty,
know. Yeah,
Scotty.
Bobby.
No.
Matt Damon sings Scotty doesn't
Yeah,
know.
That's right.
Like for no reason, like it just comes on.
Yeah,
and
it's just
sings.
like shaving head. Like, what is this? But that's where that's from.
You were an angel.
I think. Wait, I think I know the story. Matt Damon is actually really good friends with the director of that movie,
Yeah.
and he called him in for a favor because he just needed like a person, and Matt.
Well,
was
no,
just,
he
like,
also happened to just be right
around.
by.
Yeah, he was around, and he was like, "Hey, do you want to be this guy?" And Matt was like, "Yeah, fuck it."
Right.
You know how like when Kevin Smith will call Ben Affleck and was like, "Hey, you want to do something for no money and get made fun of?"
All right.
All right,
He's
yeah,
not
I'll
gonna
do it.
fucking say it like that. You're just like,
You mean Batman?
like fucking bad mouthing him, as in like Kevin Smith is just like, hey, like come work with me. I don't make any money, but you'll have fun.
No,
Like
they're
that's
great
not,
friends.
Like, come on,
And you
man.
get
In
all
most,
the
in most
bitches.
of his movies, Ben Affleck's character gets jokes made fun of him at his own expense. In majority of his characters.
So that's
Hey,
just
like
his
that-
character.
Yeah, like that's why I feel like he just calls him like, hey, do you want to just do something for no money? We're gonna we're gonna make fun of you, and everybody's gonna laugh. Okay, yeah, I'm down.
No,
They're just
that-
friends, man.
I find it
You can do it.
respectable
Like
that the guy
imagine,
can laugh at
imagine like
himself.
Ben come back for a Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
He has to because it's
He's gonna be all like big and
No,
buff,
no, no,
like
no, no,
Batman, like Bruce Wayne style. He's gonna be like he's gonna talk like Bruce. And
Because
act
no,
like
no,
Bruce,
watch. You're gonna
I
have
bet Kevin
you're gonna
Hart's
have-
gonna
no,
do it.
it's gonna be a con.
you're gonna have
It's
Ben
gonna be a
Affleck's
con,
character.
that's right.
What's Ben Affleck's character in that? What's his name? It's not
Which one?
Because Ben Affleck has a character in Jay and Silent Bob, like the movie, and he also has a character.
Oh yeah, he's a
he's Ben
co-creator of
Affleck.
Bluntman and Chronic.
Yeah, he's co-creator of Bluntman and Chronic.
It's,
Yeah.
So
Brody
I have
and something.
who's
Yeah.
the other guy?
Brody and
it's some weird, like, interesting name, but
I don't want to look
you
it up
know,
either, 'cause
you
it's
know,
also in
Kevin
Chasing
Smith is
Amy.
gonna have.
That's the origination of the character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chasing
Yeah.
Amy.
You know he's gonna
Got
have.
Skater.
You know he's gonna have.
What is it?
Ben Affleck.
What is it? No, I want to hear it. I want to hear it. What is it?
it's Holden.
Holden.
Yeah, Brody and Holden.
I win.
Yeah.
So you know he's gonna have Holden or Ben Affleck make fun of or say some type of thing about the new Batman.
Are you sure it's Holden?
Holden McNeil.
Oh yeah. Mac. 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 Blah, 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 blah. Mac. Blah, blah, blah. Mac. McNeil. I love that
Speaking of-
fucking movie, man.
Dude,
Oh,
speaking
I think
of, they had Kevin Smith was at the mall. What was it, like 20 years later? It was recently. He was at the mall and he was like walking the little strip where Jay and Silent Bob run down and then pass around the corner and then take the grappling hook up in Mallrats. Like he was there and he was doing it on Facebook and I was just like, this is fucking so cool. He's just back for no reason. He's just like, I'm gonna walk this and show
he-
everybody.
Does he live around there?
Lives in Jersey, right?
Yeah, he lives
No.
in. Wait, where?
Kevin Smith?
No, he's not living in Jersey because he's got to do his show with Mark Bernardin.
Kevin
and-
Smith lives in L.A.
Yeah, he lives in L.A.
Oh, okay.
Because he
He's
does
from
this
Jersey,
because
but-
Mark
He was just
Bernardin's
there.
was it a Hollywood Reporter writer?
We got so off topic. What happened with the lady and the dog?
That was odd.
Did the dog rape her?
So the dog came in, ripped the chunk out of the guy's arm, right?
Yeah.
And she's freaking out and like screaming her head off, and then ends up passing out. And like, it's like several hours later, she wakes up. It's like it's dusk, and like it's sun's going down, and
So she screamed and freaked out so hard that she passed out.
no, she was just like freaking out. She's dehydrated and just like just probably like her anxiety is like through the roof and shit. And she's her body's just like overreacting to the situation.
She just dropped.
So, and she eventually passes out from like exhaustion, and she wakes up like several hours later. She wakes up to her dead husband, like just like something her mind's fucking playing for her, and it's throughout the rest of the movie, he's there just like talking to her, like I don't know, he's like playing mind games with her, just like talking to her really weird and just like strangely making her think about the things that she needs to do. And then she brings up a image of herself talking against her husband. That's like, it's really fucking weird. And they eventually like the figments of her imaginations or like help her set herself free by using the glass of water that her husband had left on top of the bed. Because he has to take Viagra because it makes him really thirsty, so he always has a glass of water. I probably should have mentioned that earlier, but so she drinks the water and then she gets the glass, the cup, and breaks it against the shelf and holds on to one of the pieces and gets the piece and sticks it into like a little wedge that's like on the wooden shelf and like sticks it in there real good and then just jabs her hand into the fucking piece of glass. And cuts down this way, just all the way down like this, and then like across like this.
In the palm, yeah.
And then she just pulls as hard as she can. And so this flap of the skin on the right side of her palm just starts lifting up and tearing against the meat, and she's able to pull her hand through the handcuffs and set herself free. But she's just like bleeding like profusively just all over the fucking place, and like the dog had already eaten like half of her husband's face and shit. And there's like a bunch of other shit that happens in between then and whenever she set herself free. Like, what?
Just imagine she gets free and she's like, I'm free. Oh, nap.
With like so her hands still handcuffed to the bed.
Her husband.
That's the movie.
Directed by Kevin Smith. No, and one of the like things that she wakes up to in the middle, like while she was like trying to like arguing against herself pretty much throughout the entire movie, is like she sees this guy like standing in the corner of the room, like the bed's right here, and there's a guy standing in the corner of the room here. And she's just like, what the fuck is that? Like, it's like, I'm just seeing things. And so the guy approaches the bed and like leans over her. And it's like this weird, like disfigured guy. He's got lumps on his head and really pale, extremely tall, big ass hands. And just like he's smiling at her, opens up a box and shows it to her. And in the box, it's like jewelry, like necklaces, bracelets, rings, earrings, fucking gold teeth, pieces of fucking jawbone, like pieces of like fingers, like you see like just long ass fucking pieces of bone. And he's smiling at her. And then like she freaks out. He closes the box and backs up into the shadows. And then like her imaginary husband, the one that she's seeing, is like, you know, like, you realize who that was, right? And she's like, no, I'm just seeing things. He was not real. He's not real. He's like, no, that was death, and he's gonna come back later tonight for you. And she's like, no, it's not real. It's not real. And then she's just like looking around. And he's like points at the ground. He's like, look, and she sees like his footstep in the blood. And then she freaks out. And then after she sets herself free, like after she gets out of the second handcuff, she's walking like towards the hallway, and at the end of the hallway is the dude who they're calling Death. And she walks straight up to him and says like, you're just midnight like dust, you're not real. Just midnight dust, you're not real. Some weird fucking shit. And walks out of the house, gets in the car and drives. It's just like fucking like delirious as fuck, ends? Dehydrated, like doesn't have she's passing out like from all the loss of blood, and she keeps driving, and ends up crashing into a tree really fucking like
What? The movie's not over?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, she's driving and she hits a tree.
It's only 10 minutes in.
And 10 minutes in with an intermission. And in front of this house, and like people hear, and so she honks and they come out and save her. And it's like, then it shows like 5 months later or some shit. And she's talking about her experience or whatever, and has a book and shit like that. And she was reading the newspaper one day, and it says the Crypt Creeper. And it's a picture of the guy who she saw in her room that night, and the guy was actually real, and he has like a disformation and shit like that, and looks really weird. And she goes to court whenever he was digging up old, like he was digging up tombs and just like raping bodies and dead bodies and just stealing body parts and shit and jewelry from graves and shit like that.
That's cool.
And
so was he real?
He was real. He was real. He had a disease to where
actually in
he was actually in the house, like in the shadow, just watching her like sleep, and then like approached her after she woke up.
Was she all naked?
No. She had like this lingerie nightgown.
Okay.
And so he was arrested and had his trial. She went to the trial, and he turned around. He's just like, "You're not real. You're not real. You're just midnight dust." That's what he sounds like. and
did she know he was going to be there?
Yeah, she went to his house.
Okay.
Yeah, she went to the trial.
It was like, what if he just turned around? She's like, oh shit.
No. She went to the trial, went to go see him, just to see if she was, to kind of prove it to herself, I guess. And then she walks out of the courthouse, and she walks down the steps. The sun's shining at her. She smiles. She looks away. Camera fades away. Roll credits.
Damn, I was hoping a bus was gonna hit her.
You just got something.
Mac. Blah blah blah.
So, my movie time. I went on another date night.
Before you do that, could we do beer of the week? I'm almost done with mine.
Sure.
I saved one last.
We don't have a thing to read.
I pulled up the information.
Oh, thank God.
You're doing beer of the week.
This week's beer is brought to you by... No, I'm just kidding. I'm not doing that voice.
Thank you.
Go for it.
You've Got Red on You by Brash Brewing. Was that one weirder?
That's
was
just
great.
your reading voice.
That was great.
I'm sorry I don't read it boringly. And I'm like,
No, that was perfect. Keep doing it in that voice.
The description is, imagine two Vikings who stopped pillaging long enough to sit in a meadow and enjoy a farmhouse ale.
Ooh. Ah.
We went to Growlers, picked up and filled it up, but we only got enough for 4 glasses. We got a little skimp this time.
But it's okay because he gave us a free pint.
Yeah,
Maybe that was your beer.
that's what I thought too afterwards. I was like, he probably just like kind of cut it short thinking the other beer and just kind of went, meh. It's good for a sour though.
Where's my tool?
It's
According to the beer,
well, ours.
Not too many people like it.
I don't know.
It's a sour though, so people are like, meh.
Yeah.
You gotta have a taste for sours, I guess.
God, I
This is
love
not a bad for a
sours.
sour, I gotta admit. I normally don't like them.
See, the sours I've had,
You wanna try it?
Okay.
Okay.
it's like,
Beer of the
finally,
week, you gotta try
finally,
it.
I've been waiting all day for y'all to pass me one.
No, I was trying to scare him with a beer over his laptop.
That's the biggest dick move when you fucked up and spilled it all over it. Like,
Well,
oh,
that would
Yeah,
be bad
and
more
then
for
and then everybody would just kill you after that. I said a sip, not a big ass gulp. Come on, man.
That was a sip.
Liar.
what you think?
Pants on fire.
It's sour.
Well,
Isn't
no
it?
shit.
It's like those Patch Kids.
So it's like those Apache helicopters?
It is kind of
Those
like
things
one of
are
those
awful.
Sour Patch Kids because it's sour, then afterwards there's a little bit sweetness. So, I don't know.
That's
I wouldn't pick it on my, on like any given day. Like,
Oh, I would.
I would
love
definitely
it.
call this, especially the fact that
Better than the Buffalo Bio Raspberry Road Undone.
I'm actually enjoying this, the Chupa Hopper.
Really?
You actually like that?
we
I like the name. I haven't tried that one.
the name is badass.
It's not fresh,
Like the
so the hops taste very malty. So it's supposed to be a double IPA,
Oh,
but
so it's
but
like
it sat on the
really
shelf for so long that it became very malty.
dry.
Yeah,
I only bought it because of the name. I tried doing
Yeah,
the whole.
I love
I,
the
I
Debbie
like
I'm
beer.
IPAs,
pretty sure.
so-
I'm pretty sure fresh it would be really good,
Yeah.
but I just didn't like. Nah.
I'm a fan of IPAs and double IPAs. So.
I am too. I'm not a fan of sours, and I love this.
Dude, I love sours. I don't know. That's a new thing for me. Or like the fruity ones.
I'm gonna try to get a homebrew from a buddy of mine at the brewery.
Just put a bunch of warheads in some beer.
It's gonna be it's a blueberry sour by
Or 1 shot of milk, 1 shot of beer makes a horse jizz.
the beer that he makes. He calls it
Get wild.
like nursery
Rhyme?
brewing.
Oh.
Like nursery.
What is
nursery
Bob
brewing-
Bob Black
like
Sheep?
nursery brewing like company. I don't know. I gotta ask him again whenever I see him. I might see him.
I would like to try
not
to make
this week,
some.
but next week.
I would like to make coffee beer.
Make
Like a
nothing
coffee
but
beer.
make nothing but stouts. That's all we make. Just like Baba is like nothing but like New England IPAs. All these like unfiltered, hazy, orange juice looking fucking beer.
Get you.
Delicious as fuck. But it can be too heavy sometimes. Too heavy. Sits heavy on the stomach.
I think I like fruity. I don't like stouts that much anymore, I think. Like the thick chocolatey coffee.
Well-
No.
Well, that's if you drink porters tend to have coffee more. Not all stouts are gonna be coffee like.
Yeah,
Like if you had like the Lenin's Revenge, the Russian Imperial Stout that I have in there, you would really like that.
good one.
What the fuck is that?
What is that?
Tropical Roast Undone.
Oh, you opened it?
Yeah.
That's the one of the saisons by Buffalo Bayou.
I feel like keeping the sours going. Be a sour day.
I bet this would taste good if you mix it.
I don't know. That sounds offensive.
Snowflake.
Oh, Trauma! I do have some news for you. I did tell David about
Did we
it. Or
introduce
Vito
ourselves?
yesterday. I told
think
Vito
so.
about it
We just
yesterday.
did the show.
They are
So hang on. It's still nice.
We don't
Five
have
beer.
to,
Okay,
but
never mind.
like, we're 25 minutes in. We didn't introduce ourselves. We just said welcome to the Last of Five and I continued with the story.
yeah.
It's alright. We don't have to.
Well, I guess we're doing this.
Hey, how many-
we have a special guest.
How many episodes are we from 20
From 20?
for season
This
3?
is
Like,
this is
this is
58.
Like 30 over.
So 2 more.
Yeah.
So 2 more episodes will be.
We'd have to start in November.
So we would have to do 59, and then 60 would be the 20th episode.
Yeah.
That's really confusing.
Why?
Because 60s is the 20th episode since we've been on like Google Play and like iTunes, I guess.
Well, the reason for that was it became more stable.
This is season 3. The numbering's easier that way. Deal with it.
Or is it based on 3?
Episode 58. Season 3, episode 58.
Or season 3, episode 18.
18.
There you go.
I think we need to pick if we're gonna do either like season brr, or just keep going.
See, for me and him, when it's like 58, it's easier to remember how many, or like when everything's labeled in our computer and shit. When we do like season 3,
You can't do like SE, like E12.
That's how he does it.
No, this is
Do you know- do you know,
this is what
like,
I have on my computer right now.
like you'll have
It's-
like a series of SEs like based upon like your saves, because you'll make multiple saves just in case if one gets corrupted or if you fuck up one and it sounds bad. And like I have multiple saves for everything. Like the last show that I did, like I have probably 4 or 5 different saves with 4 or 5 different names under that one episode.
Jesus Christ, I don't
Couldn't
know.
you
I don't
just
have
do-
that much?
Couldn't you just do
'Cause I have your mix down.
57.2?
I have your original mix down, and then I had it in my first mix down, and then the second one is that. No, the third one is going to be my final rough draft mix down, and then the fourth one is the final export. So I have 4 different ones of it.
Well, I was just gonna say, couldn't you just name it 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4?
No, because I'd like to know which version it is. Like his mix down, rough draft, final, and then the final exported version.
Well, it's 0.1's first,
If you-
0.2's
if
2,
you do it
0.3,
over
4,
and
and
over and
0.4.
over, You'll naturally know that 0.1, 2, 3, 4 mean what they mean.
The higher number would be obviously be the final one.
It works its way up. That makes sense.
No, because I use different. Like when I do songs, I will have 0.1 certain such and such version, and then I'll
That's what I
have
mean by
0.2
0.1.
such and such version. No, because I'll make 3 different versions of one song sometimes based upon sounds. Then I'll have rough drafts, final mix downs, and then final export versions of those, so that I can go back and forth just in case if
Well, that's-
something's fucked up.
That's what I mean,
I go
exactly.
back.
Because you have a name for a song, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5. Name for a song, 0.1, unless you have the same song and then you do things for it. That's 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8.
It's easier to spell it out. Like, because sometimes if you do point,
Can
you
we
could
stop?
potentially save it in the wrong place.
No,
or-
It sounds like you're
Can
talking
we
about
stop?
binary or some shit at this point, man.
001,
just stop?
002.
1100, 110001.
Oh, 001001.
Yes, exactly. He gets it.
Just stop.
Stat.
Just stop.
Stop 0-1ing me.
Stop.
You're 0-1ing me so hard.
001.
I'll 001101 you in the 0011011001.
Do children listen to this show? I can't believe you just said that.
You just 0-1 me in the binary hole.
That's a good
I
hole,
hope
though.
you 01'd very well and very good.
We're about to make a 2.
I 0-1 real hard.
God, no, stop, stop.
That news I was trying to tell you.
Dude, we should make binary sexual.
We just had binary sexual intercourse,
Oh, it's a good hobby.
and we made a 2, and that 2 broke me, which means I finished.
And also you
It's
might
always
short
the man who
circuited.
finishes.
I'm trying to tell this man about some news about some shit he has tattooed on his body already.
Was it they're remaking it?
Yeah, they're remaking Lone Wolf and Cub.
Haven't really heard about that. Like when doing a live action film?
Yeah, they're remaking the whole thing. The writer, the writer that's attached to it, he wrote for
Like The Hit?
7, Fight Club, and The Follow. And then the director is Justin Lin. He's known for all the Fast and the Furious 3 through 6 and Star Trek
Star Trek what?
Beyond.
That sounds cool. I don't know. Nothing can ever really.
I want to know your honest opinion of it, because
I
like,
don't
that's
think
like
you
you
can
have it. You have
I
Lone
don't
Wolf and
think you
Cub
could beat the Japanese originals.
tattooed
man.
on your body.
The Japanese originals are like pieces of art, and then there's already the American versions that were made in the 80s too that were great, but the Japanese ones are still awesome. and now them just revamping it. I don't get why.
I don't think it's gonna do well, honestly.
I mean, they did bring back the manga again a few years ago through Dark Horse Comics. I don't know how well it's done, but I don't know. I don't see it being super successful. Like kung fu and samurai movies really aren't that big in the U.S. anymore.
No,
there was a big era for it, but no, not really at this point.
Well, I think it's because the American-made kung fu movies fucking suck.
Yeah.
They try to overdo everything that is successful overseas. They like try to overact. Like what's the word? I'm thinking actuant.
The correct term is called Americanize it,
or American. What?
Are you trying to say accentuate?
Accentuate. There you go. Thank you.
Or Americanized.
They make it more
like Death Note.
They make it whitey.
they whitewash it.
Yeah.
They make it for whitey.
They
Do you think they'll whitewash it?
More likely they're gonna make it for whitey.
Who do you think they would cast?
You're sure?
Tom Cruise.
Matthew McConaughey.
And Matthew McConaughey is Tiger Roll. He'd be his son in the car.
No. They would,
And everything would be all rat.
Matt Damon.
As Shogun.
Yeah.
Well, with the success of The Wall, I'm sure.
What if he's like Matt Damon the entire time?
Or Ben Affleck. It's gonna be Matt Damon or Ben
You
Affleck.
see Batman fly over the fucking Shogun's house. He just drops in.
See, Ben Affleck's already got like the training for Batman, so I guess like why not?
What if it's like Drake Bell?
Red Hood running.
What's he doing? Maybe he could be a part of this movie.
Oh no, maybe
What was
it
the
would
last
be what's his name from what's the Asian dude from Lost? What's his name?
There was Jin and Sun.
Jin. Yeah.
That when Jin died, that was really sad.
He's
He's
like
Korean. That's right.
Yeah, when Jin died, that was really
he's
sad.
not but like he's the only like
I heard a lot of people are
Asian-
pissed at Lost though.
mainstream Asian actor who
Have
could
you seen
like
it?
maybe
No.
pull in a crowd.
Bobby Lee.
Bobby Lee.
I just remember that one show where the girl's like crying. She's like,
He's kind of
I
got the
finished
gut.
Lost, but I have
He's
no
got
idea
the
what's going
gut.
on.
Well, he's getting in a little bit better
He used to
shape.
do the Blind Swordsman on Mad TV. If you don't
Like,
remember, he
he's-
was awesome with that.
He's got his own podcast now. It's called what was it called? Potbelly or some shit. He does it with his girlfriend, I believe.
Who?
Bobby Lee. He has his own podcast.
He had that one small like YouTube show.
Well, no, he has a pretty good podcast right now.
Well, he had like a YouTube show where like he just did like some of the weirdest shit. You're just like, oh, Bobby Lee, he's silly goose. I forgot what it was called. It's probably Bobby Lee YouTube, and you'll find it.
It'll probably be Bobby Lee Silly Goose.
It could be.
I could see him taking that title actually.
I don't know.
Well, his name's like, "Oh, Bobby Lee, please stop."
Good, or it's going to be really horrible.
They should probably get Samuel L.
Sounds like
Jackson
every
to play,
movie ever. It's either be really good or really bad. There's like no middle ground.
no,
Every
dude,
movie ever.
Samuel L. as Ogami Ito, like he'll be the lone wolf.
No,
You know, like-
They just turned it into live action Afro Samurai.
Samuel L. Jackson needs to be the ghost in Destiny.
I would pay for a live action Afro Samurai.
I'll
Would
slay
you?
you, motherfucker.
What if
Would
he,
you
like,
pay
all
for a live
Japanese?
action Afro Samurai? I would pay for
It
that.
depends, man. How they
If Samuel
do
L.
it.
Jackson's as the Afro
If,
Samurai,
dude, at the very least, if he did the voice for,
I would never pay
whoever
for a
they
live
had
action of
for
it.
Like if they did the over voice, like he'd be the perfect fucking voice for Afro.
fuck, I kinda wanna
Like
watch
they
Afro
would
Samurai now.
have my money.
But
They
it needs to
would
be
have my money.
I don't know.
animated.
He wouldn't have the. He doesn't look like Afro enough.
It
Like,
needs
they
to
need
be
someone-
animated. It can't be live action.
Yeah, it would be a lot better animated, but really high budget and do it like beautifully. Yeah.
Yeah, because a lot of shit they want to do with it, live action would be able to handle it.
What show is
Let's bring up Dragon Ball Evolution when it comes to turning
give it to
great
Ridley
anime
Scott.
to live action. It's not. It's
Well,
yeah.
we don't talk
it's
about
not-
that movie though.
We shouldn't exactly. That's my point.
That
That's
movie's
why
dead.
I don't
What
think
movie?
they should do Afro Samurai live action.
what movie?
Evolution.
What movie?
Like,
Exactly.
if you could, what
God,
director
what
would
do
you
you
give
think,
it to? Like, who would you give it
Spike
to?
Lee.
Spike Lee?
Hell yeah. Be a Spike Lee joint. Lone Wolf and Cub. I wouldn't want to.
Tarantino.
Dude, actually, yeah, I can
Yeah.
totally see Tarantino. Yeah, he
That's
is-
Tarantino.
perfect
No,
for him, dude.
He's totally a fan of it too. Actually,
That is
I know
perfect
he's
for him.
had
Dude.
influence of it.
God, somebody needs to pitch that movie to fucking Tarantino.
No,
I'm like,
honestly,
bro,
they should do a live
make an
action.
Afro Samurai.
You
No,
want?
dude, they should do a
He-
live action Samurai Jack because honestly, the writers of that show where actually, and I don't know if you ever seen the episode. There's an episode where they absolutely reference Lone Wolf and Cub. It's beautiful. Jack has a flashback to when he's a child, and he sees a swordsman pushing a cart wearing a black robe and has a big hat.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Jack the
and
baby?
then two ninja try to attack him, and he slays them, and his son's in the cart, and he just keeps pressing forward. And it's like just this flashback he has, and then he goes forward. And I was like, "Oh my fucking god!" They
wait, is Jack watching this, or is
he was from a distance, and he just saw them at a bridge and shit. But he was maybe like 4 or 5 years old while his father and everybody was still alive.
That would be sick.
But that would be a badass movie if they did a live action Samurai Jack. It has the storyline and has everything.
It would have to be Tarantino though.
How is Samurai Jack doing? Like
I haven't seen the new one.
I haven't
honestly.
kept
I don't
up.
have cable
I watched
anymore.
like the first 2 episodes.
They like the thing is they dropped it on just Cartoon Network, and they didn't offer like it to stream anywhere else. Like they were expecting to get the ratings from Cartoon Network to project whether or not it deserved another season after they redid it. And I don't know if they got those numbers, because I know that's how they were doing it.
Was on Adult Swim, right?
At
Yeah.
like 11:30 or 11.
Yeah,
or
like they only had it on their channel. They didn't like really offer it up
Anywhere else?
like for
'cause
streaming.
There's Samurai Jack on Hulu, but it's the old Samurai Jack.
Yeah, like that's where like I think that's where Cartoon Network is starting to fail at, like they're because the only show
Everybody's going to streaming.
Everybody's going to streaming.
Cable's dying. TV is dying.
They
honestly.
need to
It really
offer up
is.
more of their shows to these streaming services, or they're not going to make it. We're going to lose out on really good, like it's sad to say, but Cartoon Network does offer some of the good American-made cartoon stuff, and they also do offer like they bringing back Toonami, like they have Dragon Ball Super on there, like they have Dragon Ball Super
It's in
on
English though.
It doesn't matter.
It does matter.
They're still giving it to you. Like
when you find out the difference between subbed and dubbed, it makes a huge
it's still
difference.
giving it to the American kids that may not have ever seen
Yeah,
it
it's like
in
the
the first
equivalent
place.
saying like, here, let me give you this $5 burger. Here's this gourmet burger. Like you could just take that one, but this is better. But we're just gonna give you the shit. You know what I mean?
like
But do you
Toonami, when I
remember-
was a kid, it was some of the like introduced me to the
He raised
some
his
of my
hand.
first anime, man.
What?
Like Toonami did.
Right, but
not
do you
the
remember
same.
how excited you were whenever Dragon Ball Z came on, and you didn't give a shit that it was dubbed, and you came home after school, ran to the TV, turned that TV.
Shit was on at like 4 o'clock.
and you're waiting for it to come on. Do you remember how excited you were for Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah.
So at that point, dub doesn't matter. So imagine, so just think about the kids. About,
Yeah, it's
like,
just it's Dragon Ball.
so that's what. So like yes, sub is so much better, but
Well,
and it's all about
no,
preference at that point.
Another thing,
But-
though, sub is a lot better for American kids because it makes them read more, and above that, you're exposed to another language while you watch this shit. It's just better for you in general.
Yeah, I can see that.
I just think it's better if you put that all on American television, man. It pushes you instead of being lazy to do shit.
Like they're still offering the stuff, the shows, the movies to the American kids that like just
Get your
because
shit off the table.
their parents paid for
Yeah,
satellite TV or cable or what have you, they have Cartoon Network, and most of those kids are fucking up late at night because it's what kids do, and they're watching cartoons. 'Cause that's
Yeah,
what-
and they're also watching other animes that have the same voice actors for every other anime that they watch, and they all sound exactly the same. Sometimes
Funimation.
almost exactly, sometimes not as exactly, but majority of the time they sound
Yes,
exactly
but
the fucking
the
same.
benefit of
and
the
that's
internet-
the fucking terrible thing about dub.
But all these
Any other
fucking
dub show,
kids-
especially for the news shows. That is the terrible thing about dub is the fucking voice actors are recycled so fucking much that you can't tell the difference. It's like every fucking character sounds exactly the same. So that's why you watch sub over dub. And that is the lesson for today. What?
all these kids own cell phones, so by watching one episode, it's a quick Google machine workout, and then they can find anything and everything.
That's if they go there and not like Pornhub. Because remember, it's only just a slight autocorrect away.
I'm hoping these kids are just
Remember,
trying to get more
corn to
anime.
subs can automatically be changed into Pornhub.
Well, that's
He has a point.
You know that too well.
I figured you would
Well, it
be on
happened
your
the other
phone
day.
watching more anime than porn, but I guess I'm wrong.
I mean,
I like mine when it's both in one.
It's like we live in a world.
It's called
full of
hentai
fucking
and it's
perverts.
art.
So
What?
so
Stanley from The Office at the same point.
That's the point.
And I've always respected it.
Jesus, man.
So what's the lesson today for new animes?
Hentai is art. No, that's
We
right.
know that.
Subs over dubs, yes.
Thank you.
There we go.
It depends.
And it.
No, it depends. Is adult diaper.
It's like the same thing.
Would you watch Bebop in sub or dub?
Both.
Sub. I actually like it more in sub.
I'd actually
Dub
want
is,
to.
they did a great job. with
Dub is
though.
amazing.
Anything before 2000 dub
but-
is good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything before 2000 dubbed is
Okay,
is
then
amazing.
it,
So
it
that
depends.
You can't play that card.
I can. I
You can't
totally
play that
can.
card. We're talking about new animes.
You're making
Mind
a
you,
complete
2017 years ago,
overall
that's a
rule.
big difference.
You're making a complete overall rule, and I'm saying it depends.
17 years ago.
2017 years ago, man. Think about this.
2017 years
Year
ago.
one.
2000 was 17 years ago, man.
Baby Jesus
I
woke
thought, you
up.
said, I thought you said that like
But
that
you were-
was 2017 years ago.
2017 years ago, baby Jesus became woke.
That's what I heard. That's
He
what I
started
heard.
watching
And he
subs.
stays woke. That's why he got crucified.
Sadly, yes. He was too woke, and the Romans didn't like it.
No,
No, they did not.
that's what. Anyways,
That's what Christmas
so yeah,
is about.
2000s was 17 years
Seems
ago.
like
So-
you
and that's
can't-
why
So,
free.
so
yeah.
you can't use that card. You
But
cannot
you're
play
trying
that
to you're
card.
trying to
That's
tell
your
the
trump
you're
card.
trying to tell the people that it's always subs before dubs, and I'm saying it depends. Some dubs are really good, but overall,
When you
it's
talk
gonna
about
be
subs over dubs, typically you don't mean the nostalgia shows from your childhood where you're like, these were badass. I loved watching them in English. No, you talk about the current season.
Yeah,
I'm just talking overall in general, man.
but this the point is we're talking about current.
Yeah, and it
There's-
also
there's very-
depends on
Not in
current
general.
shows. It
We're
also
talking about
depends on current
subs
shows.
or dubs.
It also
Because
depends on current
Funimation
shows.
Funimation dubs are fucking gross, and Sentai dubs are okay.
I was like, Sentai's pushing
Well,
in.
Japan's gonna get the better one no matter what, so sub's gonna win.
Dude, Japanese voice actors are fucking crazy.
I know, and they're great too. It,
All the
it
time.
also
Passionate.
is preference. It also is preference.
Not all the time.
Put that on the table. It also is preference. Preference coming out of my pocket on the table. It's
But
pretty
it
heavy.
depends.
Get your dick
You
off
need some
there.
diapers.
Sorry.
We get it. You're 9 inches flaccid.
That's not your preference.
No, there's this guy over here saying he's going to get his hands on some penis.
Oh yeah, he said he was gonna get his hands on some big penis next month or something.
Oh,
like
big
that,
old
right?
penis.
Big America.
He wanted some. He wanted some
Big old
ochinchin.
Metacon
You're gonna be jealous of my penis.
He wanted some ochinchin.
I'll
I want one of those
share.
plushies.
I'll share. I'll get you some of my penis.
If you look up ochinchin plushies, it's a little like penis with legs. It's hilarious
It's
looking.
basically like a super chode with the ball sack as feet.
Dude, lately I've
so
watched,
adorable.
I've watched so much like
Imagine just one hanging in the corner over there watching
anime
us.
that like
It's like
everything
diving.
I've been watching has just been borderline fan service, and it's
Watch
like,
my girlfriend
and
as a
I've
show bitch.
and I've been getting more and more desensitized to it, and like
Ling Ling
double
approves.
thumbs up.
Ling Ling
You're
approves.
becoming one of us.
Like,
You're finally becoming one of us.
I
Once you
pretty
get
much
to that
am,
full
like-
stage, let me know, and I'll give you a handful of shows.
but like,
Hence the one to your right on the wall scroll.
but
That is a
like
great-
it doesn't
that is a
bother
great
me.
show.
It doesn't
What?
bother me. It's just like
he's right.
sometimes I question why it's necessary.
Yeah, because I was thinking
It's,
you're
it's
right.
never
No,
necessary.
right.
It's needed.
Yeah.
Why is it needed?
That's why I
Like
said
that's
to
that's
you,
why
right.
I'm questioning. Like sometimes they'll just be like, okay, that happened.
Sex sells.
Why?
Sex
Let's
sells.
find out.
No, like it's not. Let's find out. It's like
Yeah.
It's adorable, isn't it?
But Japan.
I want one of those plushies so bad.
I want one.
So Chinchin.
They're adorable, aren't
Okay,
they?
so like, so you said like he was diving
The
down,
sleep-
and I was just like on the other end, I was gonna have like the Twin Towers. No, not funny.
Too soon, man.
9/11 was like 2017 years ago.
It's 16 years ago, man.
No, have y'all ever seen like the video
Jeff,
of
you
Mother
can't
Chan
melt
whenever
steel
she
beams.
like launches off and then she hits the Twin Towers? Have you ever seen that video? It's fucking hilarious. It's terrible. It's absolutely fucking terrible, but it's funny as fuck.
You remember Jet Bull can't melt think memes?
Yeah. It's been
I had an idea for something for us to do on the way here. It was
Ew.
Yeah.
I'm not trying
Either-
that thing again.
like pitch a movie idea,
Okay.
or like one of us pitches a movie and then we just go for the commentary and just
One
like,
word
go
each.
straight for into like
We tried that before.
Reminds me
Yeah,
of
the
Jack
one
and
word thing
Charles
doesn't
trying to
fucking
make a
work.
it doesn't work.
No, we tried it before.
Pitch your movie like John Randolph.
We we've done this before, right?
All right, professor that sniffs crime.
I know, but like I just
Scruff McGruff.
Played by Dolph
It's his
Lundgren.
cousin, Gruff Scruff.
because like last week
Gruff McScrotum.
last week we did pretty good with like pitching like a Jane
Yeah, but
Silent
we were
Bob
with
reboot.
we were with the fellow movie guy who's like nothing but movies.
Yeah,
You got
but
me
like
nothing but anime.
Different, man.
I
That's
know
different.
DJ Squared's got like commentary throughout the ass. We just have to put him in some type of situation.
Oh,
This
so you
guy-
want to improv?
This guy is
All right.
can do the
Okay,
weird.
we're gonna improv it now. Okay, so
What's happening? Oh,
gas station,
gas
corner
station.
store.
All right.
You're-
So it's like the Sinclair with the giant
You're picking up a-
dinosaur.
you're
So I'm riding on the dinosaur. What's
You're the
happening?
clerk.
You're
What
picking
is
up a
clerk?
crack whore on a dinosaur. Go. What do you say?
Yabba dabba doo.
Okay, she's wet. What now?
We got wet wipes in the. I don't know.
Why would you make her wetter?
Ruined. All right, next guy. All right. So
What are you trying? I don't.
gas
know.
station. The setting is a gas station. Go.
Oh, I'm over here.
You have your one black friend, and you have to announce he's your one black friend without sounding racist. Go.
This is my somewhat darker complected fellow friend right here. Good buddy, old pal, old guy friend.
And he stares at you going, hey, you look whitey.
Oh,
I don't know why he sounds Irish, but yeah, he does.
He's my.
He's that
Irish
rare black Irish.
friend, or I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say black. Dark complected buddy, guy, pal, maple syrup loving friend.
He's also not Canadian.
You never said that.
No, that's not the rule. If he's Canadian, yes, and I need to keep going.
We're not improvising though, right?
Yes, we are.
Oh, I thought we were pitching ideas.
No, we're improv.
Oh, well, I was pitching.
Okay,
I was
so
still random
a guy at a
scenarios.
gas station with his Canadian black maple loving friend who is pumping gas.
Okay, so Lenny Kravitz, go.
Lenny Kravitz. I see him and I throw a
Is
bottle
he
at
Canadian?
him. Now we hop in the car and we speed off. I don't like Lenny.
And then
Kravitz.
the gas station.
Then he
attendant-
Terminator 2 claws up the back of the car.
T1000.
Take out a Mac 11. I start shooting up the roof.
You
My
know,
black
here's-
friend is screaming, and then he grabs a gun.
Oh, here's hey yo, it's your baby.
No, you as he does it, he's like, American woman, stay away from me.
No, that's what you tell him while you throw the bottle at him.
American woman. And then he just rips the roof off, and he's just like grabs you and then just throws you in the air.
No, all you hear is surprise, motherfucker. No, that's not your line.
Surprise, motherfucker.
That's not your line.
Some lies, motherfucker. Some pies, motherfucker.
Fruit flies, motherfucker.
That's a good meme.
So improv is hard.
That's what I was saying. Like, pitch a movie. We could totally pitch like a movie or some type of anime. Like,
I mean, John Randolph is easy because it's like it's okay. It's gonna be
It already
horror,
happened,
slasher
though.
film.
it already happened.
John Randolph didn't happen. We didn't make the movie.
Vegas happened, bro.
That's not John Randolph.
Too soon. Too soon.
That's not John Randolph,
Too
It
soon.
man.
is too soon.
I don't know what
That's
John
fucked.
Randolph is.
So
That
John
was
Randolph was so John Randolph was the son of a prostitute. Hated his mom for it because he knew how that's how she made her money, and he hated every fucking prostitute. And he grew up with that in the back of his head, which making him target women to like.
He also grew up
What?
in
That
it.
doesn't work. That's
He
like
grew up
Charlie
in it.
Chaplin. Did you ever watch the Chaplin movie? Where his mom was like a showgirl?
We're not done yet.
Okay.
So growing up, he's as he gets older, he starts growing a taste for kind of like vulnerable women. If he sees like a woman that's like vulnerable, he just kind of act in on it and lead her in, take her to his house,
What about my
And-
life?
and then kind of just start playing with her with his knives, and he listens to this one song that's like very happy going, just like a song that you don't even like fucking expect to see as he's sharpening his knives and just as he's just big ass smile.
Is it like every serial killer where they have like classical music playing in the background?
It's like Dexter.
No, it's like a really like happy like fun
Leave It
song.
to Beaver like song.
And then as the woman starts like doing her hymns and singing, that's whenever he goes in and starts slicing away at her skin. And so his first thing like kill was what he said it was his mom, right? He finally ended up killing his mom.
Yeah,
it was his mom, and then from there he started killing more prostitutes, and then he started killing prostitutes and more prostitutes. And his main target was prostitutes. Like that's all he killed.
Because he has the same method.
And then he went on to getting like women that were just like vulnerable and started just killing everybody and just going crazy. But his favorite were prostitutes because they reminded him of his mother, and he wanted to kill them. John Randolph.
Well,
serial killer usually sticks to the same type of victim.
that wasn't funny at all.
It's a horror movie. It's a slasher movie. Something we came up with.
I can change it to funny if you want.
No, like I gotta.
No, man, I like our slasher idea. That's like that'd be a really good slasher.
No.
Whenever I get the rights to that song that we used to play, that where that's what he danced to as he was sharpening his knives.
Whenever I was walking to the bathroom and I heard John Randolph.
And then on the really high
Bobby Newport. All right.
I was walking to the bathroom. I was like, John Randolph sounds a lot like Don Gandalf. I was like, you should not pass on the day of my daughter's wedding.
No, and Dong
Why is there a
Randolph
dick on your mind?
Dong Randolpf is the porn adaptation of John Randolph.
And he fucks to his favorite song.
And instead of stabbing bitches, he fucks them to death.
Well, he stabs him with his wiener.
Yeah.
That way
in the vagina.
That way,
Oh, dude, that'd be
make
really
twice the
fucked
money.
up, like-
we make twice the
like
money.
first he would rape her. Like first he would rape her, and as he's going towards to kill her, he has like this device, like this metal piece that like he can like clamp on, like strap onto his dick, and like at the end is like a really sharp point, and then it just starts like that's how he kills her. At least by like,
That's
like,
called
like,
pulverizer.
that.
Why can't we make the whole movie about making the porno about the movie?
Oh, there you go.
See, that's where it is. That's.
And then
John
the
Randolph
plot
makes
twist
a
at the
porno.
end, it actually fucking happened on set.
It's horrible.
That's like.
See, there. We just
Is it a
made-
slasher film about
we
making
made
a
a
porno about
sequel.
making a slasher
We
film?
made the sequel. We have the first movie, we have the sequel, and then we have the porn adaptation. We have 3 movies now.
All of them have to have the
It's a trilogy.
And we have to ask Kevin Smith if we could use that little jingle.
The trilogy coming soon.
Jesus fucking Christ!
I mean,
See, we
made the joke.
made up 3 movies just right there.
But how fucked up would that be? It's just like that metal piece that he
Pulverizer.
just like just jabs it into her. And it's like really long.
He calls it Vlad.
No, just some nice.
It's really fucked up.
He maybe like those gynecologist tools.
A
Just
bat with a bunch of razors.
No way, man. No way, dude. Because like he would have to fuck her to death. So he would have to attach something like
It's
a
called
metal
Vlad.
piece that would like to his dick that like he can strap on. It has like a long sharp end and it just thrusts away.
Is
So
it
she
only?
dies.
Is it only brutal because we're still in October? Like. In
Yeah,
November,
yeah,
are we
this
gonna
But that's
November?
not-
Are we
this
gonna
is
like
for October, this is
write
for
some?
Halloween.
We're gonna apologize come November. It's like we're sorry.
We're gonna
And
write
now
some
we're gonna be
also
thankful for everything we
rom-coms.
have. No, it's that'd be like just oh fuck, dude. That'd be a brutal ass fucking movie.
Remember, for No Shave November, we can show a picture of Demi Moore.
Wait, I better shave soon.
Yeah, so everybody has to shave completely and then not shave for November
Nah.
why do I have to shave then not shave? I just
because that's how you do it.
You shave before the month, and then you go the whole month without shaving.
Yeah,
It doesn't count if you just keep going.
you have to start over.
Fuck
That's how
that
you do no
shit.
shave
Nah,
November.
I keep my beard.
I'm tired.
I already
of
have the
beard
beard
already.
size support. What do you call it? Testicular cancer all year round instead of just during a month. Yeah. That's how I look at
I'm
it.
just not shaving or not cutting my hair. It's just gonna
Money Man Lucas requested to join the clan.
Money Man Lucas.
Oh, so I was thinking about
Sounds like my kind of guy.
I was thinking about a question, like a would you rather kind of scenario. So are you guys ready? You're all on phoning.
No, go ahead.
Would you rather have a constant boner or never get one ever again?
Did you approve?
Was there a third
I'm
option?
not listening.
Is there a third option?
There's no third option.
Should I
Constant
approve?
boner or never get one again?
Uh-huh.
I guess I'll approve.
Well, if I have a constant one, can I have a group of people always around it, pointing at it and saying, Matt.
Well, I think it'll be doing the pointing, sir.
Oh, and I can just thrust for my mats now.
I would probably just like.
I have the important question.
I would have to make some form of protection for my boner.
Before you answer,
I would have the constant boner.
Yeah.
what is the size of the constant boner? Is it respectable to her actual size, or is it a standard size of blah 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 3.5 inches?
So bigger than your dick already.
Okay, well, if you were to be flaccid at all times, would you still experience concupiscence?
What?
Lust.
Okay.
Would you still experience sexual desire?
Coming.
Yeah.
Well, like,
But
could
it's
you
like-
still come?
You would get
still
there
come?
and you're like, there's one thing I need to tell you.
So you basically have a perpetual whiskey dick.
Could you still come? Can you still come?
I have to
You're
unroll it.
limping more like.
I think I just
You
named this
okay
episode,
with
didn't
that?
I?
Like you tape it to like stilts. All right, let's do this.
I can only get the beginning in, so just bear with me.
Can you still come?
Oh,
Sure.
You can come regardless of how you
Fuck
get
it.
it.
I'm gonna have an erect dick. I just have to create some form of protection for
See,
it.
what I was
That's
thinking
just
is like
dangerous.
I would have like the constant like,
Can you do the whole under the belt trick to
and
hide
then
it?
just do that. Just make it like a weird. Why does that guy always wear a back brace? No, that's his boner.
Why is he always wearing a
That's all
fanny
that
pack?
is.
Why is that guy always wearing a fanny
bag all
pack?
year round? What the fuck's going
Well,
on there?
what sparked this question in the first
Probably
place?
last week's episode.
No, I was just thinking about it, and I was just like,
You saw the Chin Chin Plus,
I
you
wonder
didn't
if
you?
that's always gonna be here or no.
Was that a
What
Tinder
if-
question? Was that a Tinder
No,
question?
that was
Some
not a
girl
Tinder
asked you.
question.
Does it
No.
never-
Are you
is it
talking to
always
witches? Are you talking to Wiccans now? You know, they're asking you like, would you rather have a boner forever or no boner at all? And then you're like, I'll take the boner, and then they just do some little magic on you, and you're like,
Here it is. Shazam!
you're my sex slave. You have a boner forever, and when I call upon you, you shall fuck me.
And what if you're like, I'm okay with this? They're like, no, that's not how that works.
Damn
And
it.
then your only question is like, do I get beer and can I see my kid? And she's like, sure. And you're like,
That's
Yes!
she's like a weird leprechaun lady. Sure.
of course she's a witch.
It clicks her heel.
3 times, and she's there's no place like home.
And you're like, I'm down.
Sunglasses.
Cool, but
Even
you
if she's like gross and nasty and ugly and old.
didn't answer my question though. Is it actual size to what you have now, undisclosed?
When you get a boner, it's a boner. Like I don't know what.
I mean, it's just some.
It's like the boner that you have.
He's
Yes,
saying
talking
you'd be
about
fully
your
erect,
dick.
and it is totally in respect.
Well, I
to
might
your
get like
current
plenty of
size.
girls, so I'll choose the constant boner. Because if everyone sees it, they'll be like, "Oh shit!" Glasses like drop down. It's like,
Well, I mean, like think about the inconvenience. It'd be like walking through, like a movie theater. Oh, excuse me, top your drink over. Oh, sir, come on. You're like, yeah. Oh, sorry.
but what if you just want to like, as
I'll never
as seen
go
on
to
TV,
movies
and just
ever
made like
again.
a.
And if
Come
even
now,
if you turn around, you're
a
still
dick
at the
cup
back.
holder.
Everybody's-
What if like?
Just you
Sorry,
buy a bunch of people
sorry.
just all poking their butts the whole way.
What if you saw like some S on TV
You
commercials?
would
Like,
never be able to work in the food industry.
it's like coming
Your
soon.
dick would be on the line the whole time. You could like move.
It's a boner cup holder. You attach it to your boner, you strap it around your waist, and you can put your cup in it.
Dude, that'd be awesome. You just hold the drink like sitting there, and it's like that'd be convenient.
Just that one long ass straw. And like,
oh, that'd be.
You have that cool flex power, so you flip like bottle caps with it.
no,
People
it's
start
not.
playing
It's
beer
pogs.
pongs with
Pogs.
their
Just
constant
pogs.
boners.
I'm a one-trick pony. All I can do is flip pogs.
Put a fidget spinner on the top, start spinning it.
No, that's a cock ring.
Yeah, that's true.
God, what if a cock ring is a fidget spinner?
You get an interesting.
I need to stop
device.
drinking on the show. It's getting weird.
It's a different form of the helicopter.
Let me spin you right round. This
I-
is the
Let's
patchy.
relieve some stress.
No, that's my sexual orientation. I'm a Apache helicopter.
You're an Apache helicopter. That's your sexual orientation.
Yeah.
Does the federal government recognize that?
The federal
Hopefully they do.
What letter is that?
Target will.
What letter is that? What letter is that?
X.
X?
Yeah,
No, it's A.
there's an X on the option now.
It's
like
A.
as
What?
male, female, or X.
X?
You're
recognize it
you're
as
Generation
DMX
X.
now.
Wait, wasn't
I
that
get
only in
taxes?
like?
Yeah, do I get tax
Generation
exemptions?
X. Suck it.
But what if you're like a Generation X and like put man? Like
I
X-Men?
identify as
Do you
DMX.
get extra tax
Rough
exemptions
Riders.
for
Rough,
being
rough.
X?
Wait, hold on. I don't know. What if like someone made X-Men like male specific? So they're like, this is offensive. Now it's X people. I just thought about that. Like, wait, right? Like you're X-Men. And I was like, what if someone just goes, that's only directed towards the male sex? What if there are female people in it?
And then
Why do they call us the X-Men?
speaks
But
out
then
and is
that
like,
would
this
have
is
to be
not what
like-
we stood for.
That'd be like more of a mom complaining about that.
That'd be like
Think about the
everything
children.
though. Like, oh, do you see the new Wonder Person? Like,
the Wonder People.
I mean, like,
The only thing that wouldn't change is like Hulk, Thor, like Spider-Man, Spider-Person. It's gonna have to change.
Spider-Person.
Hombre Araña.
Spider
That's still
Human.
man.
Flash. Flash is
Captain
good.
America.
I
is still
don't
gonna
like
be
Black
Captain
Panther.
America.
I think it's kind of direct. I
Well,
think it's
I think
dark
Captain-
complected Panther.
I think
Yeah, I
Captain
think
has
that's right.
a sexual orientation
No,
stronger.
Captain is a
leads-
ranking sub.
Yeah.
Captain's a ranking.
Yeah, there's so
you
there,
can
it
be
can be
female
male or
captain.
female.
I find it sexually charged with male
I
energy.
find you stupid.
Well,
Well, there's
you know what
women
I'm
that-
gonna tell you?
rules.
You know, I'm the government. You know what I'm gonna tell you? You're fucking retarded because a captain is a rank. It can be male or female, or it can be a transgender captain. Who fucking knows?
You can
what
be a
the-
dog captain.
I was just
There's a dog that's a mayor somewhere.
I was just going.
Oh yeah, there actually is.
Jesus.
and you got shut down.
Jesus. Like I was just trying to
There's
care
also-
about the other people's feelings.
There's also a dog out there that's really good at
Once.
basketball.
Airbud.
I can say it with a straight
Don't
face.
even bring that
And
up,
he
man.
also plays soccer really well too.
Dude, and
Make
hockey.
America Air Bud again. That's when everybody
No, it's Make America
realized
Think Again.
that no,
Mab.
no. When you're watching Air Bud, you can't help but to not hate anyone.
It's the American map.
Mab, folks, it's Mab.
It's the American map. Watch out! It's the American map.
America Airbud.
They're dangerous people. The American map
Oh man,
makes them sound like they're fucking retarded.
MAGA was already retarded, so yeah.
What if they made an Air Bud sequel?
They did.
They made like 12.
No, of the original.
No, they did.
Another one.
What did they miss?
Dude,
Like,
no,
they-
they're on like air
24?
puppies. They're on like
Yeah.
like puppy buddies. 9.
Yeah, man.
I want them to-
Air Buddies.
I want them to remake the first one.
He died.
What do you want to remake? Like what? He's voiced by Samuel L. Jackson. Like what do you want?
Yes.
Bark, motherfucker.
We're gonna win this championship, motherfucker. Woof, woof. No, you had to have
no,
DMX, man.
I don't want. I don't want the
You had to
other
have DMX. He's
20
out there.
sequels.
Oh yeah,
He's
I don't-
Rough Rider.
I don't want the other 20 sequels.
Or he's voiced by the Samuel L. Jackson that's in Kingsman, so he has like a lisp.
Get the ball.
Why does he have that? Why does he have that list?
He's fucking Samuel Jackson. He can do what he wants.
This motherfucker.
There's
Motherfucker.
no more snakes on
This
this
is
planet.
my-
I ate all of them.
I've been to Miami club hopping.
What if like all of like Samuel L. Jackson's lines they just like redubbed it with like just like "Hi, I'm Mace Windu."
Like Star Wars.
He's a traitor for the
Episode 4.
Say what again, motherfucker.
Say what?
Say what again. Say what again.
Just mouth tell his wallet.
Say it.
Looks like a bitch.
Say it.
Oh, big Kahuna burger. Give me some of your tasty beverage.
Just trying to think of other
It's
like,
like it's when I says bad motherfucker.
what are other Samuel Jackson
Bad
movies?
mother. Bad mother.
My bones are made of glass. It's Unbreakable. I don't remember. Oh,
That was a great movie.
that
actually.
was
Anything with
Yeah,
Samuel
dude,
Jackson.
that's like classic hero villain comic book style movie.
Yeah.
Wasn't that?
That's,
that was
Shyamalan?
Shyamalan?
Yeah.
Shyamalan.
Shyamalan, ding dong.
Shyamalan ding dong.
before he ruined it.
Yeah,
that was an M. Night Shyamalan movie.
That dude,
That was a really good fucking movie, dude.
like he used to make good films and
Signs.
then fucked it up. Like how? Like he was
What happened?
movies.
What fucked it up? I think Lady in the
Drugs.
Water is when he went down.
No, dude.
That was a good.
Lady in the Water was pretty good.
No. What was that movie where it was a town?
Oh,
The Village.
That one.
The Village was good
The
though.
Village, and then like they were actually in modern time.
Or
Yeah, they
Adam-
were like secluded
Adrian
from
Brody
society.
was-
I'm talking like no, it was where he did that one movie where everybody like stopped and then like fucking died.
Toy Story
Oh, The
3.
Happening
The Happening. That movie
with
was
the plants.
fucking horrible.
Oh yeah, nature killed everybody.
Yeah.
That was an interesting movie
It was
actually.
interesting
Nature's
but
scary.
horrible. And then like the Avatar. Like,
We don't talk about that movie though.
Oh, Avatar, like the based off like the cartoon Avatar.
The Last Airbender.
Yeah, The Last Airbender.
I like the earthbending.
they should have gave that shit to Spielberg or Lucas.
Or they just shouldn't have made it into a live
Spike
action
Lee,
movie.
man.
I don't know why people like just Spike Lee again.
Exactly, man. The Last Airbender, a Spike Lee joint. Like, oh, and all black cast.
A Michael Scott joint.
Even Aang, he's black. Oh, dude, hell yeah! I wish they would actually try to do a Michael Scarn film, just out of
NBC
nowhere.
Films,
Do-
NBC Films, Michael Scott.
Do a professional Michael Scarn film.
It'd be a
Make
show.
Threat Level
It'd be a
Midnight
show.
a real movie.
It would be a good
Like-
show. It would be a good show.
No, dude, they got to do Threat Level Midnight with like a big budget. Like it's all Michael doing
like
this
25
shit,
mil.
Yeah, no, like 50 mil.
Yeah, and it's a movie about Michael directing a movie.
Did you see? There's this new movie coming out with Dave Franco and James Franco where he plays this like stupid guy. Like James Franco plays this like dumb director guy.
Oh no, yeah, that's based
It's
off
based
an
off a
actual
real
movie.
story.
yeah,
it's
and
based off a
it
real
looks so
thing.
good though.
Yeah.
It looks so funny.
Yeah, it's based off of an actual movie.
Because they're like, they're doing like a sex scene, and she's like, I think you're aiming a little
Can you
high.
take it back?
And like the director's like,
No,
is he trying to have
fuck is
sex with her
that?
belly button?
You
He's like, I am
rescinded
where I
the
want.
application.
Okay?
Take
It's
it
my
back?
movie. It looks really good. I want to
When
see
does that movie come out?
I don't know if it comes out. I think it's this year.
I think it's soon.
Sometime. Maybe in
Soon.
November.
I know Thor is next month.
Yeah, November 3rd.
I'm excited for that.
And then Stranger Things is
the
It's
party.
on
Night of the
Halloween,
party.
right?
Night of
no,
the
it's the
party.
27th. It's Friday.
The night of the party.
Friday.
The party's
Saturday.
Saturday,
Saturday.
man.
I saw that Stranger Things comes out the 27th.
It's a party's on
Party on
the
28th.
Is it the 28th?
Friday's
It's
the 27th. Saturday's the 28th.
So Stranger Things is on the 27th, and
Mhm.
okay, so we're gonna do a Stranger Things party.
No, it's a 70s party. Did you not
I'm
read
asking
the...
you, motherfucker.
And I'm shaking my head no.
We're not gonna do a Stranger Things party.
like,
Like
nah,
we're all
man.
gonna watch Stranger Things together.
Nah.
No? Fuck you then.
Oh, like a different party.
Yeah, just like us
Oh,
get
I
together
was like, did you
and
not read
watch
the party
first
invite?
episode of Stranger Things together. Like there's a big TV, you know, bring some chairs, some food, watch Stranger Things.
Maybe. I don't know. We'll see we'll see what happens.
See what happens on Sunday.
Sunday. There's a mower expo going on Sunday. I think we should all get
A motor expo?
mower.
Is there really a mower
A
expo?
mower expo?
Mower
There's a
expo.
lot
Who is it brought to us by?
Sunday, and Saturday.
Well, who's it brought to us by?
Was it Circum
Kawasaki.
Propane, and then also that and Fuel Saturday.
Did you see that movie poster that I shared the other day? The Shawshank.
Yeah, I saw that.
Hank
Hank Redemption.
The Shawshank Redemption.
I miss that show
good.
so much, man.
Yeah, I know. Are you Chinese or Japanese?
I'm Laos.
I saw that.
Is that Chinese or Japanese?
From Laos.
I can't do the voice anymore.
I think I saw that they're talking about potentially rebooting King of the Hill.
No.
Oh, yeah,
let it-
Bobby's all
No,
grown
but
up.
it's animated.
Yeah, animated.
No, like let it be though.
Why?
Because he brought
Or
Beavis and
dude,
Butthead back, but it
it's-
wasn't that good.
It's Mike Judge though, man. I gotta admit, if you've seen Bob's Burgers lately, it's still fucking golden. And
Yeah.
like, I think he would.
Well-
if he brought back King of the Hill, I think it. Totally
No, I think
I don't-
like he needs to just keep doing new stuff. I don't like all right, well, let's
Going
bring it
back
Like
back.
to
Silicon
doing-
Valley
I
is good, and
understand.
he's doing something really
Yeah.
good with Silicon Valley.
Yeah, like I don't like if Silicon Valley dies, I don't want him to bring it back in 20
Did
years.
you guys see actually the last episode of Bob Burgers? It was beautiful what they did. The entire episode, it was all fan art, and they kept filtering through different fan arts that they've been sent, and like in their animation style of things that they sent them. It's fucking awesome. Like it's really interesting because it's like a bunch of styles of Bob's Burgers, and it just changes in the middle of the scene all throughout it.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was
badass.
a really good episode.
Is it on Hulu?
Yeah, it was on Hulu.
I want to watch it.
Yeah.
Badass.
Yeah, I like
Nice.
James.
I
I
don't-
didn't know that
I
was
don't-
Mike Judge though.
Yeah,
Well-
Mike Judge. Oh, yeah, that's Mike Judge.
I don't have an issue with the original person going back and like, you know what? I'm feeling nostalgic. Let's make some more of this shit.
No, I
and
mean,
they
like,
decided
I-
to make some more of that shit.
Like I do, because he tried to bring back Beavis and Butthead and it didn't work.
It was a different era, though, honestly. Beavis and Butthead had its place in time. King of the
Yeah.
Hill is timeless.
like yeah, Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah, because
was,
King of the Hill, if you think about it, King of the Hill can be with the pretty current times.
But
Especially
Beavis and
now,
Butthead,
especially
it
now.
was for the real true MTV era. That's
Yeah.
actually when it really lived. In
Yeah.
like,
vibe.
like
Now
watching
it's a way
music
different
videos.
time.
and-
Yeah, it's not the same.
Yeah, it's not. They're making fun of like reality TV shows and shit like that. That's on MTV.
And then
Yeah.
kids
not
kids
that
who
funny.
worship the reality TV shows like this isn't funny.
yeah,
And
they don't
like
exactly.
if you're a type of person who's like, I fucking hate those reality TV shows, then it's fucking really funny for
But
you.
kids who grew up with that, that's
Yeah,
not like that.
and then you're not gonna really necessarily enjoy it. Like fucking Ugly Americans, I loved that show too. Like that was a great show, but I don't think I'm gonna ever get any more episodes of that.
Nah, probably not.
And it was great. It was social work for fucking demons and all kinds of creatures, so that
Yeah.
everybody could live. Everybody love everybody, basically.
I need
It
to
would be
catch
perfect
up
for
on-
right now. It would be perfect, but
I need to see season 3 of Rick and Morty.
You
That's
haven't
on my-
seen.
You haven't
at
seen
all?
any of it?
We killed all of it. It's
Ah.
great.
I bet it's great. I've heard it's great. I've seen the first
it
3
was really
seasons.
good, dude.
Yeah, I want to watch it.
Did you at least see when they brought back like the first episode, like
No.
the first one?
I haven't seen season 3 at all.
Wow.
you only have 10 episodes, so like it's just gonna be.
I've only seen 1 and 2 seasons.
Did you see
Whatever's
did you-
on Hulu, right?
Did
Yeah.
you
That's what they have on
guys
Hulu.
see the that they're gonna be doing a contest for anybody can join them on their season 3 DVD commentary?
Yeah, so you sent that to the group chat.
Yeah, and then apparently, like while they were doing that video, Dan Harmon said, he said non-canon, but like while after he said it, but like Mr. Poopy Butthole is technically an adult Mr. Meeksies.
Interesting.
What?
Mr. Poopy Butthole is
Like what? He
grown
never
Mr.
fulfilled his
Meeseeks.
purpose.
yeah, he's an adult
Oh.
Mr. Meeksies.
Like an aged Mr. Meeseeks. Mm-hmm. Hey, look at me.
Did you like that Think Geek onesie though?
Yeah,
with,
I did.
with the butt flap.
I want it.
If you're the comments, they're like, yes, before you ask, there is a butt flap, and they showed the picture of them behind.
Can't have a onesie without a butt flap, man.
Exactly.
What's the point?
You have to take it off.
I know.
Like
No, not the point of the butt flap. Just
Right.
like, what's the point of having one
yeah,
without
like,
one?
no, like
No.
if you didn't have a butt flap, you would have to take it all
The whole-
off.
I know,
That's
it's just
pointless.
convenient.
Like
You
a
can just pop
romper.
it down.
We've done this before.
Nah, you have the catheter tube that shoots out the little pocket. We were all there. We know what happened. The little finger that goes.
The little angel spigot.
Little ET finger phone home.
What instead of peeing? It's like phone home. It's like I don't want to talk to my mother. Phone home. I don't want to talk to my mother.
Phone home.
Just thinking of a catheter kind of gives me a little bit of anxiety. Like,
It makes you willy shape.
yeah, have you ever had any tubes shoved inside your body by any type of physical physician, or like a physician or a nurse, doctor?
I've got a
surgeon?
needle in my arm, so technically yes.
No,
Well, if you had
like-
tube shoved in you, but not by a medical person.
Instead, you want a black friend named Bubba.
we don't
I
need
didn't
to
know his name.
We don't need to know about
I
your
didn't
sexual
bring this up.
activity. Man.
You didn't know who to moan?
I couldn't tell. The zipper on his mouth was closed.
Yeah, that's usually the problem.
We all know you have a safety word, and
Pickle juice. Yes, we discussed this actually.
I thought it was
Yeah.
Barracuda. Jones.
Like, we don't
Well,
need to-
Barracuda Jones is also the secondary.
we don't need to
Pickle
know
juice is
about
just
your
the go-to.
sexual activity and what kind of tubes go in and out of your orifices.
Remember, brought
They
to you by
range from 2
Astroglide.
to 6 millimeters.
I couldn't help but plug a lube in there.
We should
That's what she
plug
said.
Jayless.
Huh?
Tell them to sponsor us.
Who?
J-list.
J-list.
Is that like a Jewish thing?
J-list.
I mean, it was a long time ago.
Jew matchmaking site.
That was like
Brought to you by
No,
Jamie.
it's not. It's not.
Jamie
It's
or some
a.
shit.
It's a shop. It's an online like anime shop where they sell a bunch of cool stuff. It's cool. You
I don't know, man.
can get your own holes there.
Do you think we can like go at this like a skateboarder would and just go to the local shops and be like, hey man, here's our sponsor tape, sponsor me tape. Take a look, and then like they just look at the tape and like, you know what? I am gonna sponsor these dudes. They got that grit, and you know you just get some type of
You
sponsorship
can
out
get a
of it.
job in a McDonald's, start dropping the mixtapes into the bags of Happy Meals, especially, so the children can get info and start listening early. And then they'll grow up being like, this shit's fucking fire. I got in a Happy Meal one day.
Dropping podcasts into Happy Meals.
I started drawing stickers, and I was thinking about like taping the cards to the back of the stickers as we just like hand them out at conventions. And I'm thinking about going to OniCon for the 27th just for opening day, just for the fuck of it. What do you think?
What's standing like
This is
outside
genius.
the thing?
No, go inside of
Are you
OniCon.
searching for
How,
hentai?
how much
though?
is it?
No,
I'm
this
not
is
sure.
J-list. Look. Oh, sorry.
What?
I mean, you just looks like there's only hentai
'Cause you can-
there.
He's on
Hey,
JList.com.
don't you fucking judge what I look at.
Let's check the best.
You can
sellers.
technically.
Is this Jewish hentai?
No, man.
That's the best kind.
The J gets
J-List
me.
is like
Oh,
the
it's
greatest website ever.
Japan list. Now I got the.
What is
It's
female
Jewish.
nectar lotion? That
It's good, actually. I
They're
recommend
gonna
it.
judge us.
tastes great.
Don't
I'm judging
judge.
you. I'm shopping.
That's a good
Okay,
brand.
don't log me in.
He's like, I'm logging into
Is
my
it
account.
what would GICHI? Gichi?
Ichi.
Chi-chi.
Ichi.
Gigi?
Chi-chi.
Tide virgin lotion is what it says.
It's good stuff.
Sure. Oh, and they sell Pocky.
No shit.
Oh, and a Fanta melon. That's got all kinds of things.
I'm off at 11 next Friday, so we can go at 12.
To J-List?
OniCon, here we come, and we're not going to get kicked out this time. At
No.
least I hope not.
We're getting kicked out again
Why?
because it's not fun if we don't get kicked out like last year.
We're still
We're
gonna
going to
Right.
OniCon next Friday.
But speaking of cards, I'm almost out of cards.
Why'd you get kicked out?
I have like
That was
probably.
You haven't heard the story of
I have. It's just been a while.
We were drinking and then they caught us.
That doesn't make it sound fun.
And
at
I was like, I'm
all.
drinking a soda. That's like that's a weird looking soda. I've never seen.
All right,
that kind of
fine. I'll
soda
tell the
before.
entire story. We were drinking in the parking garage because we don't want anyone seeing us drink.
Like alcoholics,
Yeah, because pretty much we're alcoholics.
of course.
And as we're
Hey,
walking
man,
up,
I was just trying to be a Leahy, all right?
Just
Make
free-
you rest
this
in
security
peace.
guard
Rest
sees-
in peace.
Make
sees
you
Tam
rest
Tam
in
going,
peace.
this drink's out to my buds. Oh. And then he just like brought out a security guard.
Who does that?
I thought I'll make this interesting.
Oh,
Nobody did
you're
that though.
fucking it up.
Yeah, someone sounded like a douche. I'm gonna assume you were
So-
doing that. So you sound like a
Nobody,
douche to me
but
now
nobody
at
did
this
that.
point.
That's the thing. Nobody did
No,
that.
okay, fine. Tam Tam took a swig right in front of a security guard, and they met us right in front of the door. There was about 8 of them. I saw the security guard on the like balcony, so I chugged my beer, crushed it with my hand, put it in my pocket. So I had like this little thing sticking out of my pocket. Vito and Tam Tam were just still drinking as we walked up to the door, and they're like, "Hey, that's no soda I've seen before." David's like, "Yeah, it's a beer." Congrats. And they're like, "Is that the one you have?" And he's like, "That's the only one I've had. We went next door because they nothing to drink here." And they're like, "Oh well, blah blah blah," and bothering us more.
But the truth is, that was our like second or third 6-pack.
So that's like the third we've had all day.
No, we bought like 2 or 3 6-packs, dude. What are you talking about? We did a mix and match. Okay, so it was 2 because we did a mix and match, and then we did the squatters.
Did one of you pull
double
that? This is
IPA.
America. I thought this is America. I could do this shit. This is America. I thought I have freedom.
No, and there was like an off-duty like Galveston PD
Yeah.
like riding around in his truck, and he like drove by us as we were like putting away stuff in the car to go back inside, and he drove by us and like slowed down and like stared at us and then took off, and he wasn't even in his squad car. It looked like he was in his like personal truck. Probably had some buddies that work in security or some shit.
It was like a pedo van.
But he pulled up, he like pulled in like and just fucking like he's like, "What are y'all doing?" and shit like that. As like fucking 8 security guards surround us, like they're gonna fucking kick our ass or some shit for drinking beer.
Yeah.
It was stupid.
I would have run.
And then like they asked, like, "Are y'all coming back tomorrow?" We're like, "No,
Like, this con's boring.
no." But
We
we're
had to
going
make
Friday.
this con exciting, so
But we're gonna go Friday. I don't want to drive this time.
I don't
You guys
either.
should just do drugs. It's
I
a
drove
lot
last
easier
year.
to get
Fuck
rid of.
you.
I drove today,
Drove to your house and back.
pretty much.
Anyways.
I can't go. I have work.
You did have work.
No, I have work.
You did have
Did
work.
have work.
And then I have to pick up Gemma.
You did
You
have work.
did have to pick up Gemma.
And you
It's
did have...
on the way to pick up Gemma.
Oh, it is.
We can pick her up on the way back.
Gemma get inside the car. Did you drink an Onicon again?
This time we won't go to Kroger and drink. We'll go.
It's
to
gonna be
a
so
bar.
boring, though.
We'll go. We'll hang out for a little while. Check out the vendor hall for like
6
10
hours.
minutes.
6 hours again.
That's what you do at vendor halls. You just have to.
No, we went inside the vendor hall like 10 times trying to see if like
We were just bored, dude. Like
everything cool happens at night.
Taylor was like in a room playing Magic all fucking day, and we were just trying to find something to do. Try to check out panels.
We walked like 4.5 blocks away to go get Pizza Hut. Brought back a whole pizza. We just chatted the whole way. That's why him and I became real close. Was we were just bored out of our fucking minds.
Yeah. And then we saw the voice actor for Frieza walk by, and I recorded him.
I don't remember that part.
The little
I
short
think
dude?
you were laying down at that
Was
point
that without
against the
his
wall, and he was
consent?
like, "Oh, that's
illegal.
Frieza." Huh?
Was it without his consent? That's illegal.
You're at a convention.
You're at a convention, dude. What do you expect?
If you're popular at a convention, you're gonna get your picture taken.
Breaking the law. Yeah, on top of public drinking, I see committing a litany of crimes on top of things. I understand that.
Are you gonna take your shirt off and you're like the security guard? I've got you boys all over me.
What do you like? Lifts up his shirt. He's like, I was wearing a wire.
Onicon PD. I've been undercover for years trying to get you guys.
I waited 365 days for this shit.
Like he says he has a gun and he's an FBI agent or whatever that Michael Scott does.
Freeze. Marcus Card. FBI.
He's like, I've been waiting 365 days for this. I'm about to get an advancement in the academy. Yeah.
Never makes it.
Never gonna make it. Never ever.
Oh man, you guys are horrible.
It was bullshit though, because we're like
It was so fucking boring.
we're just trying to enjoy ourselves, and there
You
was
guys
nothing
should
to
have
enjoy.
just faked Japanese when talking to the security guards. It would have worked so much better for you.
I would start speaking Spanish.
And then just
Right?
it's like, dude, it's
guys
a
can go
fucking anime con. They're just gonna like, yeah, we speak Japanese on this. Well, I don't know what to say. And then just like, there you go, man.
I'll go minasai. Go minasai.
That's why you also keep a fish with you. So anytime they
Just
talk, you
apologize in every sentence. Just be like, go minasai. Go minasai.
bottle sake on the side, just like, well, that would actually be
just
good.
like point it
Just have a little bottle of sake and just like it's
In
like
a
in
nice,
a little
like,
warm, in like a
fucking, like,
heat
board
warmer
and
bag, and you just pour
You know what else is
yourself
warm and
back.
on a bag on your
You
side?
give
Huh?
them the fish and you point at one another and just.
What?
You know what else is warm in a bag on your side? A
That's
catheter.
Nah, just imagine that, like having a sake holder that's like it's like a warming
gourd.
bag and it keeps the sake hot.
Yeah.
Oh, oof,
I like-
I want
dude,
sake now.
I want sake, dude. I love sake.
Hot sake,
Let's go get some sake.
hot sake.
Speaking of sake, what's the best way to warm it up? Would it be
There's
just
a couple.
would it be
ways.
boiling water and placing inside?
Mike,
You can do that.
Well,
I know.
no, yeah,
I always heard that one.
if you get like a small pot, you have boiling water, you could set it over it, and it doesn't take long to really heat it up. You can do a microwave, but that's just not really
No,
the
fuck no.
preferred. Yeah, that's
gross.
really not like a preferred method.
That's gross.
I'm not an
Yeah.
alcoholic. I don't need to drink it right away.
Yeah, no. But if you just want to warm it,
don't warm it.
also
Warm sake
you
is the
like it
best.
cold, don't you?
It doesn't matter to me. If I get a bottle, it'll be room temperature, and I'm like, sounds good.
I like I'll say warm sake is the best. It
The-
just goes
the-
down.
it goes
nice.
just down and it feels so.
I like hot
and
sake.
and then the
Yeah.
drunk just feels so good.
Oh yeah, and it's like a nice like up feel good drunk. I love sake. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
not
why
bad.
in every anime you see a drunk, he's really happy.
Flush
he's
face.
having a good time.
Flush face, having a good time. That's
That's
sake.
sake.
Yeah.
Speaking of
Sake is
which,
delicious.
We should
I
get
want
sake,
sushi and
guys.
sake
we had E-Man try sake the other day.
and sushi.
It's delicious. It's great. Anything Japanese, really. So I think we need to bring swordsmanship really back and stop with all the guns.
Because it tastes so good.
Did y'all watch
That would be
the robot battle between America and Japan?
They were huge robots, though, right?
Wait,
Yeah.
oh, I missed the Twitch stream.
You watched it?
Yeah, I
I
watched it.
I just
It
read
was
about it
like-
and I was like, meh.
The end of it, like the beginning, it was straight Japan. He like came in and fucking fucked their stupid American like
Stupid
shitty,
Americano.
not looking
So
good
what did
robot.
the
But the
Japanese
second
robot
the
look
second
like?
round,
Like
the
a
second round,
Gundam, probably.
like a Gundam, and then the first one, like the first American robot, it looked like garbage. It looked like a fucking like a bunch of rednecks made this shit in a fucking junkyard. Like
Pull it up. I want
I
to
done
see
it
it.
looked
TIG
like-
welded all that steel. It was from all
it looked like it came from like Garage Wars, or what's that one show that Jesse James had on
I forgot,
Discovery Channel
man.
where they would build shit in the
Shit,
garage.
Yeah, I remember what you're talking
like
about.
Garage Monsters or some shit.
Yeah.
Or Monster Garage.
They would just piece together
It was
shit
Monster
from scratch.
Garage. Yeah, it was like Monster Garage.
But you're gonna
And-
see one day Japan is gonna want to get revenge for Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and they're gonna invade with a fucking army of Gundams.
So
And
he
we're
came
not
in-
gonna
They already
do
did
shit.
though.
He came in
No,
and he
I mean,
fucking
like full scale. Like they're gonna beat us.
They're beating us like technologically.
Oh
wise.
yeah, but then they'll just invade. With
They're
their
already ahead
Gundams.
of us
Yes,
by
and
like
it's just-
20 years in
They
the
just
future.
need to build all the Gundam suits.
If you want to go to the
invade.
future, go to Japan.
That's the truth.
So
Sell everything.
Japan won the first round, and then the second round started off, and then since Japan
Dude,
won the
the-
second round,
The
first
Japanese
round,
robot looks legit.
yeah, and
Hey,
then
did you see it?
America's second robot, because America had two robots.
Badass. Yeah, that looks
Look, it's legit.
Let me see it.
badass.
See that robot got knocked straight to the ground within one punch.
Dude, that looks actually really badass.
So the Japanese robot just fucked them up with one punch.
Gundam mobile.
So
suit.
Then
The
America
Japanese
moved
robot
up.
was One Punch Man.
Yeah. So then America moved on to their second robot, and then their second robot did all right, but then they got into a clinch, and it
Is
got
this the second robot?
no. America's second robot looks like a fucking American eagle.
Woo, rock flag.
I can imagine like the screech as soon as you said that. It's like,
Yeah, American eagle, and it was like
As Leonard scared, it's like Skinner blaring from the fucking thing too.
so it had like they had one like grappling arm and then like a gun.
you're there instead
And
of
then they
Lenny
got
Kravitz.
into a
It's like
clinch.
American Eagle.
Yeah.
They got into a clinch, and then like the robots got stuck. So then they unreleased them, and then like when they came back, for some reason the Americans robot got to switch one of their arms out for a fucking chainsaw, and then the rest of it looks staged as fuck. And America ended up beating Japan.
Just like in
Oof.
1945.
I was so upset. I was like, this is fucking
Wait, what
stupid.
happened then?
the bombing. Exactly.
Oh, okay. It doesn't matter.
It's like they gave America every advantage, every possibility to let them beat the Japanese robot because their robots were basically like fucking like
probably-
backhoe machines with arms attached to them.
They're probably
And
too
then-
human.
This was the Japanese robot, though.
Whoa. That's insane. Dude, what if they're like developing Mega Man?
They have like
Might as well be.
They actually
probably
have
are.
like little like robots
That's
that
a-
like in hotels that like deliver hot towels or rooms and shit like
They're
that.
actually
And
building
then, like, they
security
greet the
bots
people.
too that are really insane. Like they have tasers and like different sprays and shit like that to avoid you. 360 camera, and then they have microphones that could pick you up from even like 500, 600 feet away. Like very sharp microphones in them. You might start seeing them actually fairly within the next few years, commonly in like major public places.
No
Yep.
shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
China
Japan's
is-
doing some.
China just dropped their new security system that like literally tracks everything. Their CCTV tracks everything.
I thought you were supposed to say
Like,
a new mixtape, and it's like, oh fuck, fam.
No,
Oh,
they
yeah,
like they
man.
dropped like
The
it
Red
like
Dragon about to drop some fire.
it tracks
China,
and reads
man.
each individual vehicle like on a corner. So like imagine like the little see the camera on the corner. It tracks and records each individual car. So it reads the license plates, and then it'll track how many people are coming down the street and where they're going, how fast they're going, and so on and so forth. But if you think about it, it's not going to be long before they can tell who like each individual person is, each individual car, where you're going, where you're supposed to be going.
See,
Like,
and
that's
then on top, they're putting bans on gasoline cars, and all cars will be electric in China soon. And with that type of system, they can actually hack your car very simply because they can find your car very easily. We actually already can do it in the U.S., and that's been admitted. A lot of people don't read about that. But yeah, your car can get hacked if you have one of those smart cars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That reminds me of Napping Princess.
That's why I don't really want to buy like something
Like
older
when
than
when that news broke,
Watch
like,
Napping Princess.
I kind of went back and like remember
Watch
like
Napping
when
Princess.
what's his name from Fast and Furious? He died in that car accident.
Yeah.
Tila Tequila came right out and said that his car got hacked and shit, and like
girl from the porn video?
It was a government conspiracy.
The porn star, yes.
Yeah, she came out like real soon afterwards, like talking about how his car got hacked and like it was a big government conspiracy.
Yeah,
that they
watch
killed him.
Napping
To be honest,
Princess.
There's also a lot of political
I'm telling you.
assassinations that have happened recently.
Yeah, with
years.
Teslas.
Because of that news coming out, it makes it very questionable. Like, did these people die in accidents? But yeah, that's getting into a whole mess of things.
Haven't a bunch of people died
It's
in
called a
like,
rabbit
weird
hole.
Tesla accidents?
Well, with the self-driving things,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I've heard them malfunctioning. SpaceX is happening. We may be able to go to space soon, only for maybe, hopefully, $10,000.
Only?
Only.
That's not bad.
That's
10,000.
my yearly income.
Dude, that's not bad. Think about it.
That's my yearly income. That's bad.
So?
You go to space, just save some money. Don't buy a new iPhone, and there you go.
I only got the iPhone, whatever the fuck this is.
I'm sorry, I've just been hearing Republican rhetoric, so I mean, that's just what I think.
Have you been reading about the iPhone 8 and iPhone X, where it's like, oh, $1,000 plus?
Fuck
Jazz
that
hands.
phone. Fuck allowing giving them a 3D recognition or scan of your face
Once again,
every time you open your fucking
it
phone.
started
technology's
with
going
the
the
wrong way. Snapchat already
Xbox
did that.
360 Connect.
Oh, I'm aware.
Easy.
And Snapchat already did that too.
We should
Yeah.
be focused more on making people into cyborgs. Would you not want a cybernetic eye? You can scan a full range of things. Cybernetic arm. No need to work out anymore. You can pick up 1,000 pounds.
But then,
Or-
you have the
but
idea of
if you-
also
or-
being hacked and choking
or-
yourself out.
If you add
Or
cybernetics to yourself,
cyberpenis.
Or
are you
No
losing
need for
your
endurance,
condition?
guys.
You can sing a song that says that you are not a robot, but you are a man, but you have a cybernetic hand.
And penis.
Where's the band?
Power
Yes.
glove.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
all right,
God.
this reminds me of a
They're
question.
supposed to be working on a new album.
How
No, I can't wait.
They are, man.
how
I've been
nerdy?
listening
New
to
album?
a lot of horse lately.
Hold on.
New album means new tour.
Means more horse.
More.
Is this a fetish? Asking your girlfriend to jack you off with a power glove?
I wouldn't. That would rip it off.
I don't
like
know.
Is she
No,
very
because I
skilled
wouldn't
with the
wanna
power
ruin it.
glove?
I would fuck.
Ruin the
while
power glove or ruin
listening
your
to
dick?
Horse.
Power glove.
It's so bad.
Well, you may stain the glove.
It's just
It's
stupid.
okay. The history stained the glove too.
Still, I don't want to use it anymore. No.
It's just
Last night
stupid.
we were talking about me and my girlfriend. We were talking
Wait,
about
what?
Horse the Band. I was like, all right.
Oh,
if
I
your
thought you meant
favorite
like
band-
fingering her with a power glove. I was like,
If you
what?
if it was like if this band was
dangerous.
playing and Horse the Band was playing at the same night but different places, do you expect me to have to go with you? And she's like, no. I was like, good, because I'm not going. I'm going to Horse. Fuck that band, and you're gonna be depressed because you didn't see Horse again because they're amazing.
But she saw them last time.
Well,
Yeah.
hopefully, Band of Horses comes. They're the same, right?
No,
I don't even think they tour at all anymore.
No,
They're
they-
dead.
No, they're dead.
Horse,
They're
that-
way
'cause Horse
dead.
the band killed them.
I still can't believe I got to meet
They
Big
went
Edge,
back in
man.
time and destroyed them.
Where's your Horse the Band fucking print
It's
that got
safely.
signed for you?
It's safely put away at Kat's house until I find a frame for it. Until I
Okay.
buy a frame for it.
All right. Because like I can't believe
Don't
I got
worry,
to
man.
meet.
I want to frame it. It's
I
just
got
don't
to
have the
meet
money
Big
for it.
Edge that night, man.
Hey, you
Like-
got Eric, the keyboardist, to sign it.
Nathan was
Passed out on
passed
the
the
merch
fuck
table.
out on the merch table,
Nice.
like head first, just
Boom.
not
Boom.
moving.
Drunk as shit, right?
Probably.
Yeah, probably. I just went like, poke. I touched the Nathan, then I walked away.
That was a good show, man. That was a really good
Great
fucking show.
show.
Really good show. Pure fan service.
nice.
As a fan service show. Because they played all the good, like, classic hits. All the good classic hits.
I never thought I would get to hear Murder live ever.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that was awesome.
That's right.
Like I kind of wanted to
know.
cry. I was like, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
You were at the bar the whole night.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got really drunk. that night.
Okay.
Yeah.
He just showed up. Here you
Yeah.
go. And he handed me a beer. I was like, okay.
Is he Little John
And I
now?
started drinking it. And then I'd see him again later on.
Okay.
He'd be like, here you go.
Ling
I was
Ling
like,
has
"Alright."
switched to Wata.
Yeah, I need some myself.
I'm already like 3 beers in, technically. I drank the whole raspberry or tropical rotunda and bomber by myself.
Jesus, man.
I'm
That's
like, I need to drink some water.
9%.
Damn good though.
You should try
Damn
shooting
good, though.
it up. Right up the arm, man.
Not enema.
Hey, do y'all guys want to start doing our
Go
own
away.
commercials for these beers of the week? Like doing full on like voiceover commercials and then just like make a little demo tape and just like
I'm always down to do it. I can go.
Send it to Brash. No, I'm talking like just professional, like just like completely do like a nice.
Well, he's got a, like a real like nice like deep voice that's like good for
I
radio.
know, man. Look at this. Or look, the chupacabra.
Like just
delicious.
Like, read it.
Delicious or chupacabra. Delicious and good when it's not stale as shit.
Read it.
Yum.
When it doesn't taste like the
What is
butthole.
this? Don't fear the Ripper. Buffalo Bayou. I finished mine, so I forgot how it tastes.
I was trying to see if I can get
Well,
It's
there's a
dry
little bit
hop
left,
dry.
but it's not cold, so I'm not going to review that
It's
right
a dry. It's a dry hop.
Like, I think we
rye
can-
IPA.
I think we should make our own little commercials for each beer of the week, like a little segment.
I think that's the only little thing that we've have done every single episode.
Beer of the week.
Yeah, because we were like, let's make.
We
can
can
a
also
cool
make-
idea.
Well, we played the week. Did we do beer of the week?
inconsistent.
Yeah.
Did we do beer of the week?
Yeah, I brought it in because I had like one little fucking drop left because I was enjoying it so fucking much.
I couldn't find it, but I found I got a 3.7 on beer.
I was reading about that too. Like, I don't know why people are comparing it so low. Unless they're like, Patrick would like, I like Hoppy Bear, so Saison's getting very low.
Well, no,
Oh,
it's
that's the
probably
song.
because they're used to like drinking those stronger beers, and like their saison is a 6.5, so it's like it's not really that strong, and it's fruity, so it's different from what they normally make. So yeah, I can see why they would give them like a 3.7 or whatever they gave.
Hey, man, it just depends on what you like. Saisons is a southern thing. We love them down here. I love Saison.
What's like a common like sour? that
Hey, you know
can
what?
pick
It was
up?
kind of warm today, so this was actually really nice.
Yeah, that's kind of why I kept the whole sour Saison going.
I was
Yeah.
actually surprised at how warm it
I'm
was.
kind of upset that you didn't give me that tropical rotunda.
Sorry, I finished all myself.
ass?
I forgot I had this robot.
I asked DeeJaySquared if he wanted some, but he said no.
Yeah, no, thank you.
It's too late now, it's already gone.
Okay. Shutting down? Is that what's happening? Okay.
It seems like our producer is calling in nights. This is Nights of Hyperion.
I got plenty of notes, by the way.
Yeah, I didn't talk about any of my notes. Like, we didn't talk about Hit versus Jiren. We didn't talk about lore.
We can save it for next time.
We didn't talk about the
We just winged it.
we didn't talk about
Well,
the
next
Japanese
time should be
KOH
another
pot.
episode. Let's talk about Hit versus Jiren before we end the show.
No, I want to talk about our Japanese PSN account too.
Yeah, we have a Japanese PSN account now. KOH podcast .jp. Not .jp, but it's KOH podcast JP on PSN.
What?
Yeah, we have a Japanese account.
Hold
Have
on,
a
hold on.
Japanese account?
Go into Jiren, then I'll go into the Japanese podcast account.
All right.
Okay,
I'm
wait.
gonna go to bowl before we go into Jiren.
Wait, I
I need some water. Can somebody give me some water?
I'm gonna go into
Yeah, get it.
pre-Jiren.
Hey, there's
talk.
some cold water bottles in the fridge. Anybody else want one?
Yeah, can you grab me one?
I'll take one too.
All right.
But pre-Jiren talk. Apparently, Jiren could possibly be a warrior or just a person in general from the original, was it 6 universes that Zeno-sama already had erased. And that's why he's so bafflingly strong to all the other gods and everybody else in the other universes.
So Zeno-sama didn't want
and
like,
somehow
somebody
Jiren,
that strong. in the
no,
universe.
well, Jiren was somehow escaped his universe and went to Universe 11, and that could potentially be why they like kind of see him as a deity, a god-like figure, and why he's doing what he's doing, like a punk motherfucker that thinks he's
That's
got
crazy.
all the
Thank you.
potato chips in his bag.
That's an interesting thing to kind of like think about. But water break.
Today's water was brought to you by Hill Country Fair. Purified drinking water, enhanced with minerals for better taste.
Here, everything's better.
Now you do it in Spanish.
No, I don't want to.
Why? then we make twice the monies that way.
I don't.
English and Spanish. El español.
We don't make any money at all.
I know we don't make any money from this at all. We're like, where? How?
If anything, I'm losing money.
Right? We're all losing money.
But we're not losing funny because we still got it.
Well, technically, there's one person not losing money.
Who?
Trauma, he's just a guest.
Yeah.
I can't wink hard enough.
Who you winking at me?
Something's wrong with your eye, man.
I've been hemorrhaging money for the last 3 months.
I've been hemorrhaging my butthole, but that doesn't count.
Oh, your poop has blood in it too?
Yeah.
You should probably stop drinking so much, and that would probably stop it. But
The drinking gets rid of the pain.
join the club. I have blood in my poop too.
That's really gross, and you should see a doctor about that.
I know. I'm trying to do
There's
that.
a cream for it too, and also suppository and wipes.
No, it's called ulcers. It's not always
mine's
what you
a-
think is, as most people think, hemorrhoids.
Mine's a hemorrhoid.
It's just so gross.
It's a natural. It's the male period. Like I don't see why everyone's
It's
acting
not the
so
male
gr-
period.
Because
it's
I'm
from-
sure they would
It
love
pretty
to
much
hear
is the
about it.
male period.
Where do you sit to play video games? Are you sitting on a hard chair or something like generally comfortable?
I sit on a trampoline pretty much.
You sit on a trampoline.
Yeah, it's one of those bungee cord chairs.
Okay.
I sit-
Like, do
Is it
you,
the
do you
waffle
periodically?
one?
Do
Yeah.
you,
That's like
no, mine's like circle, but it has like the
circle, but with the bungee cords.
Yeah,
Yeah.
before
Okay.
they changed the direction to like where the
do you,
waffle
do you how do you sit when you
I sit
make
on
a bowel movement? Are you strained or
I don't have a squatty potty.
I heard
You should
that
probably
it's
get a
good
squatty
if you,
potty.
Like, if you like squat down
Yeah.
like that.
You heard of the
You're
squatty
probably
potty?
you might be
Yeah,
straining
and
yourself,
it opens,
man.
It opens you up more, so just
Yeah.
it works, dude.
It creates
It
that
actually
rainbow
works. It
unicorn
works.
ice cream.
Like, why are we talking about
Like
this?
we
You might be straining
This is what
yourself.
happens when the guest leaves.
Sorry.
we had a little like shelf thing that we ended up using as like a squatty potty instead. Did you not get a cold one? Oh, I'm sorry, man.
Well, I'm kind of worried about his health right now. Like he's got blood in his stuff.
I overexert myself, so it's not a surprise.
Sorry.
And then
Did you have the table?
get a squatty potty, relieve that tension, less exertion, and just let it flow, and then you'll have less problems.
Or maybe clean up your diet.
That too.
Eat a little bit more fiber, yeah.
No, alkalines, not fiber. That's waste.
The
Same.
fiber itself will clean it. He's got the hemorrhoids.
Alkaline.
So this water I got from this continent water.
Wow, the Japanese water fountain.
Yeah, sorry.
That's still not enough.
Rich greens, things like that.
I need to stop stressing myself out.
Speaking
We're
of
working
like
out, too.
butts and stuff, this weekend you can see Uranus pretty good.
Yeah, I heard
I
about
see
that.
see my anus pretty well every day.
Uranus takes a bigger pounding than people ever believe. You have no idea how many things crash into Uranus.
Go on.
It's unprecedented.
You're like in
Literally,
2016,
Ura-
14 million.
No, Uranus literally gets impacted and pounded every day by super
No,
hard
I meant
forces.
scoot forward.
Also pass it.
Yeah, Uranus takes a real mean pounding.
How'd you know that? Like, I haven't told any of them about it yet.
We're talking, cosmology, right?
Yeah, we're talking
Oh,
astrology here, buddy.
speaking of astrology, did you know Pluto isn't a word on Birds with Friends?
Cosmology, please. I'm sorry.
But Pluto is a planet.
Cosmology. That is the term.
Pluto is still a planet.
Cosmology.
It's not a dwarf star.
They might be counting it as a person's name.
Well,
It's technically a mentally
it's
retarded
a-
dog's name.
it's a planetary dwarf or planetary
It's a dwarf star.
Yeah, that's what's it's not considered a planet.
It's still a word, though.
Alright.
Like, the fact that it doesn't consider it a word.
Hit versus Jiren.
That's all I gotta say about that.
That's all I gotta say about that.
It was,
He needs to pull out the puppets. Give him a second. He's like, Jiren said, and Hit said,
Hit versus Jiren was actually intense as fuck because it showed Hit's ability, like he kind of completely mastered his ability over time, and we found out that Jiren's power surpasses even time itself, time and space, because Hit put him in a fucking
Well, I have a question.
time and space hold.
For someone who hasn't seen the show yet, does he actually use time as his ability, or his abilities have exceeded the amount of time it would take to actually study?
Well,
it?
Hit uses time and space. He uses time and space.
Because you left it open for that possible hole to go into.
No, I
haven't seen the entire show.
Time and space. He uses time and space as his ability.
Okay.
Like he can travel his person through time and space. And this week we also learned that he can hold somebody within basically a barrier or a like a bubble of time and space, locking them in that realm itself while they're also still physically here, so kind of basically frozen in time. And Jiren's power was so strong that he was able to surpass time and space itself, which actually leads more into how he could actually go from one universe to the next because he's so fucking powerful. And he ends up knocking Hit out and shit, and right afterwards he just goes straight into meditation, like saying nobody was even worth his fucking time. And then Topo and Dispo just stand in front of him like, yep, we got this.
Yeah, no, fuck Jiren for that shit, because he's like being like real stuck up about that, thinking he can just meditate and set up a barrier, and if you're not worthy, you can't touch him. Like, that's fucking like.
Yeah,
fuck
like
him.
some kids came into the shop the other day, and I hate how I call everybody kids, but they were young. They were like
Getting
18.
old. That's why, man.
Yeah, they were 18.
You're getting old.
And they were talking because they always come in, and then when they look around, they also ask me about Dragon Ball because they know I watch Dragon Ball and have the show and stuff, and we talk about it here. And they were like, "What is Goku gonna do?" Blah blah blah. Like, is Hit's gonna probably beat Goku? And I was like, "What do you mean Hit's gonna beat Goku? Like, Goku is a Saiyan warrior. Like." This is Hit's one mistake. He's counting Goku out, not realizing that Goku just went head to head with him in Ultra Instinct, and the Saiyan race is basically the one fighter race that has the ultimate muscle memory, because once they get to their limit and surpass it, it's much easier for them to reach that limit again and then go past it once again.
Yeah.
And so he already has Ultra Instinct. He did it. He just has to figure out how to do it again. And if he can do that, like, he's gonna beat it. But the theory is if Jiren wins and Universe 11 wins, Jiren's just gonna wish all the universes back. So like if that happens, I don't see anything bad with it.
I guess, but I still think Jiren's a little bitch for fucking just.
That
shit he did is just like, fuck him.
I completely forgot to mention that Frieza, like, we were left in that little cliffhanger where Frieza said, "This reminds me of Planet Namek." Where
he actually gave
Goku his energy so that Goku could come back and then recharge and fucking come back to fight. We're only at half the match.
Yeah, it's like how much time is left?
Are they trying
25 minutes or some shit?
It's like 50 tacks.
Are they trying to push it past how many episodes Frieza and Goku took?
Probably.
Yeah, who knows?
Hopefully not. That was a record.
I don't even remember. My bad. I don't even remember how many episodes.
That was roughly.
I just remember it took
21 episodes, something like that.
It took like
We're at 111.
boxes of VHSs to make the series, and I have like 3 of them. It's so cool.
We're at 111 episodes for Dragon Ball Super.
I think I have the first and the Namek. Or is the Namek the first?
What?
I have the Saiyan Saga and then the Namek Saga.
It's Saiyan Saga, and then the Namek Saga, and then the Frieza Saga.
I think they should just come out with like this badass fucking flash drive with everything on it. With everything on it, like just.
Or if you have Funimation, you have everything already.
But I want it all in one. You kind of have to go look for everything on Funimation.
Just if you have a queue set up, you'll have everything. That's how I had it. Before I canceled Funimation.
I use VRV and I have it right there in front of me. But if you want to watch it in English, I guess you could try to search it up through Funimation as well on there.
I still think like having the flash drive with all the extras and
The only reason I was keeping Funimation was for like Yu Yu Hakusho and shit like that.
It was a good show.
That's a show that I prefer watching dub.
I've been watching this weird show called Eld's Live. It's about this guy who's in the space police, or he's a kid, and
You talking about L Drive?
Eld Live. It's DLIVE.
I thought it was Drive.
No, Eld Live.
Are you talking about the guy who's like a cat ghost living in his stomach?
It's a symbiotic creature, yeah. And I've also been watching.
I watched like the first couple
The
episodes.
other week you were talking about Show and Maid, right? The kid who's he wears a maid outfit and does the chores inside of his uncle's house and stuff because his mom died.
No, I don't remember that show.
I thought you were talking about
I was talking about Blend S.
I don't know.
Is yours the one where he has like a monkey buddy?
Huh?
Is yours the one where he has a monkey buddy?
No.
Like President
Eld Live?
It's like L Drive.
Oh yeah, it's not a monkey. It's a symbiotic creature. It's a monotil.
Sounds like a cat thingy.
It's live.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
I thought it was L Drive.
Well, I don't know. It just looks like a monkey.
I watched like the first couple episodes of it. It was okay.
I've been watching that Show and Maid, which is a show about where this like his mother died, and his uncle ends up adopting him or taking care of him, but the kid doesn't want a free ride, and he like really enjoys cleaning, so he becomes the dude's maid of this big house.
What's it called?
Show and Maid.
How do you spell? Oh, maid.
Yeah, just Show and Maid. SHOE. Something.
It's porn, Patrick. Come on.
I just got a bunch of shoes.
It's a foot fetish thing now? Oh, okay. Patrick. This is what
Talking about Shonen Maid?
Yeah, Shonen Maid.
Shonen maid. Okay.
I was like, Shonen's I was looking it up and I was like, Shonen's a type of like genre. You're right. You already call it.
He
We
was
still-
20 minutes ago.
We have so many more things to talk about. The actual topics and not just the on the fly
Well,
shit.
save it for next week.
Yeah, we got.
Save it for next week.
Next week's our last like October episode.
Or save it for the week after next week.
Well, we're talking about our
Next week's going to be a special episode. It's going to be something kind of weird and different. But
Next week?
I thought we were doing 2 episodes next week.
we are doing 2 episodes next week.
We're doing 2?
Yeah, Thursday and then Saturday.
I was like, we're gonna do Thursday's episode regular, then Saturday would make up the season finale.
For the
What, Saturday?
While you're
When?
that evening,
Party.
the live show. The live show.
we'll be doing talk about more about it after the show.
All right.
We're gonna tease a little bit now and then talk about the rest of it.
It's going to be... You're going to hear a bunch of different fucking people.
All right, before we continue that though, okay, so earlier this week, I was talking about how to get I was talking about a fighting game called Under Night in Birth, and I was like, the only way to get it right now is you look so fucking tired. I was like, the only way to get it now is importing it from Japan, and I was looking up how to make a Japanese account on PSN. So we figured it out, and I took and actually did it, and we ended up making KOH podcast JP for the Japanese account. I was like, he's like, why Japanese? I'm like, well, if we want to make a English account, we'll make KOH podcast as a PSN later and use it for all.
We're going to need a new email.
Yeah, that's no big deal. We can do that easily.
Let's just do that with strictly just for the PSN.
Yeah. So we can just do that and then have if you ever get a PS4, we can just create a whole email we can all split and use his PSN account. We'll take time streaming and stuff like that and doing cool stuff. Like a little Smurf account, which Smurf is an account you're really fucking good at. Like, like one of us 3 taking it into Overwatch PvP or Destiny PvP and doing fucking good. And having no idea how or why. Because we know what to fucking do.
Either really stoned or really drunk and not realizing it.
So then and I was like, all right, let's see if we can find this game. And we looked up Under Night In-Birth EXE semicolon late open bracket ST close bracket.
Oh. What?
That's the whole fucking title
Of what?
the fighting game.
He just said
that's the title of the game.
Well, it
Yeah.
looks it's like exe brackets .
I explained the whole way out, but it's Under Night In-Birth EXE latest. But I explained it all the way out.
Okay.
And it's like I was talking with the manual about like the astral finishes on Blaze Blue. I was like, you should check out these. And I was showing them like all the EXE. I forgot the abilities. Like I forgot what the actual thing's called, but it's like EXE drives.
The overdrive.
No, it's something different in Under Night. I forget what it's called exactly, but and one of his characters' name's Merkaba. If you do one of the abilities, he literally like eats the fucking person. But it takes the camera from like you're staring at Merkaba, just like taking bites, and then like blood splatters on the screen. It takes another bite. I did it to you.
Yeah.
And you just like saw blood splatter on the screen. And it's like defeat. And then I did it on DeeJaySquared earlier.
Hey, this just in. Money Man Lucas has left the clan.
Didn't he join like an hour ago? He left. He joined and left during the episode.
Did you invite him?
I don't know.
I'll message him.
Who was it?
I'm gonna message him and be like, you should
Money
check out the
Man
podcast.
Lucas. He just said it. Like, what's wrong with us? What did we do? And he messages back and tells us.
So after we created the
J site.
PSN account in Japanese, I had to go buy Japanese yen off Play Asia. It was like I was looking up like the safest way to get Japanese yen without actually having to like have Japanese yen. And they were like, Play Asia gives us the best chance and blah blah blah. I'm like, all right, cool, I'll use it with them. So I sent them the money to pay for it. I get email back for a while. I was like, oh god. I'm like, did I waste like all this money trying to get this game? And they sent the code. I tried putting it in. It didn't work. I was like, no, God, no. There's so much money wasted. And I finally got to go in. I was like, oh, okay, good. I was getting worried. I was like, no, I wasted all this money. And then we started playing it. So much fucking fun. And then while we were in the PlayStation store, when I was looking for it, I saw Phantasy Star Online 2. I was like, fuck you. I was like giving the TV a giant middle finger. I'm like
Why? Why can't we play it?
because Sega doesn't believe there's a market in America.
So it won't like hook up to internet.
They don't
There's
believe
no
it'll.
servers over here.
They don't believe it will sell in America.
But if
Yeah.
it's like a Japanese thing, do we not? Or we're not on the.
If you
servers?
get access from the U.S. onto the Japanese servers, they could totally ban you entirely off the network.
I'm pretty sure we can get into
You
Phantasy
can.
Online
There's ways. There is
because
ways.
I've heard people getting into it. But as Trauma was talking about, like Vito was telling me about, he was talking about Dragon's Dogma Online.
Yeah.
You can get banned. But I heard Phantasy Star Online doesn't care. But apparently there's no market here in America for it. Which is dumb because on every Sega survey, you always see bring Phantasy Star Online to America. It's always like one of the top 5 things of just like, hey, bring this here. And they're like, no, there's no market for it. We're not going to bring it.
I still have my like GameCube, all my stuff on there. It's so cool.
I know, I wish I had mine too. My 37 on the 360. And I was like, oh my god, this game is so badass.
Yeah, that was the one where he had like the 2 swords.
I don't remember the exact gameplay. I remember he had the like
Well, on the
little, chicken outfit. I forgot the name of it.
on the cover, he had the 2. Yeah, I think it's called like Yamatos.
I don't remember the exact name of the weapons.
I just know like the drop rate on that is fucking insane, and it's so hard to do. But it was fun. It was fun when you had to like grind that shit before. That was.
I don't mind grinding. That's why I play Destiny 2. Like if you're talking about grinding and hating it, you can't say you play Destiny.
D1 definitely.
D2 definitely as well.
The grind isn't what it was from D1.
Oh, dude, it's
The grind is not like comparatively to Destiny. This is like nothing. It's so
trust
easy.
me. Destiny 1 Year 2 grind is compared to Destiny 2.
Well, no, like grinding in Destiny compared to grinding in like Phantasy Star is not even remotely.
Well, that's what I said. If you don't mind grinding, you won't mind that game. And the fact that people want a fantasy based in a sci-fi universe, which is Destiny, and the fact there's millions of players, the fact that Phantasy Star will do perfectly fine in America, and the fact that it's way better than Destiny.
I mean, it's fun, but I don't know about that now. Like now,
That's
I don't
why
know.
that's why EA is trying to make Anthem and trying to like blow it out of the water so bad that they ruined Andromeda.
Yeah.
What are you gonna say? You look like you have something.
I'm just listening, man.
I keep going.
I'm just listening.
And then later that day, we went to Baba's Brewery. Or Baba's Brew House. Is it Brew House or Brewery?
Brew house.
It's Brew House. Their beers were alright. I don't want to say bad because that's disrespectful. But they were okay. They had a couple of German IPAs they were trying to release, which apparently was like the regular style with like... How did Natan?
It was just German hops.
Oh, is that what it was? I was thinking Natan explained it like it was just like a regular beer with like German hops, and they called it a GIPA, which is German IPA.
A Lipa.
A Kippa. And then from what we had tried, I have the double decker, the Dirndl, and the mango Dirndl for mine.
I had 2 double deckers and Jundal, and that's it.
And E-Man tried the what did he try that he didn't
What
like?
the half?
Yeah, what the heck? He said it
And
was
then a Kolsch, and then a double decker.
I think that's what it was.
Fuck many man, Lucas.
But it wasn't bad. But he was like, no, this stuff doesn't taste that good.
That was alright.
I really say it's Three Sheeps on the Wind and on tap though. That stuff was so good.
Yeah, they're okay. Plug us away.
We are Knights of Hyperion. You can find us at www.knightsofhyperion.com, at KOH Pod CST, at KOH Podcast.
Where's Pod KOHCST?
That's Facebook, I believe.
And then what's the other one?
KOH Podcast.
Where's that?
That should be the Twitter.
And what else?
Everywhere else?
I don't know the Mixcloud.
Instagram.
Oh, Instagram.
It's also Instagram.
Also Instagram. You can also find us on iTunes and Google Play. Even me, Crotone, found it on Google Play after some help. But I found it, and it's there. Trust me, it's there.
Yeah.
And
We're there too. And whenever you search us up, Sarcastic Cast will come up. Ignore Sarcastic Cast. Listen to us instead. I
And
think we're funnier.
even at a quick Google of Knights of Hyperion, you can find everything you could possibly need.
That was
Thank you.
unnecessary.
I am Crotone.
That was completely unnecessary.
It's always necessary.
He's totally unnecessary.
No.
You hear that, guys? Next week he might not be needed.
And you can find me at Crotone. There's other people now.
I can stab him if you like.
Vito the Gray. At Vito the Gray.
You can find me at Ling Ling, Madaca's Messenger, everywhere else besides Xbox Live, which is Madaca Messenger.
You sound like the Star Wars droid, like at the Jabba thing.
Do I sound like the pleasure droid?
It won't feel good.
You know the little one where he has like the little
That
like.
was loud.
Oh, my bad.
DeeJaySquared, SSJ2 Blind Guy is like me, or Star Wolf Max on PlayStation and Twitch.
And our guest was
Oh, I'm trauma. Don't fucking bother me.
Trauma, and don't bother him.
I will bother you every way and every way possible.
I will fucking knife you. That was my knife. If you heard the click, I will knife you.
I like being stabbed by every